Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome, one and all, to today's stream. It's a Saturday, and we are live. What are we thinking? Well, doesn't matter. Let's go live. Let's go live on YouTube and on TikTok to welcome everybody into the stream. I'm probably going to echo on TikTok. There we go. I fixed it. I don't think we're going to echo. We're good. And one thing I do need to make sure I do, which is on YouTube vertical, is click go live. Because I have been known to, in the past, be unlisted over there and not be public and do a whole live stream. I missed out on being live on there. So we are good. We're live on there. We're live there. We're live everywhere. Hello. We are live. Welcome, everybody, into the stream. How are we all doing today? Welcome. Say hello if you're watching on this fine Saturday morning. Welcome in to the chat. We have got Brad, we've got Mr. N, Mighty Gnomes, or Gomez, Danny Well, we've got Ethan, we've got John, we've got Something Goose, Ronald, Formula Ben, Empathic, we've also got No Likes Given. Welcome in Formula Ollie, welcome in Formula Car, welcome in Linus, welcome in Dave Wally, Formula Ollie. We've got Trick, Finn, J-Bell, Brad, welcome to you. Welcome Melly. Welcome Jamie Burnell, Ethan, Synthetic Sense of Humor, good morning to you, good morning Spold. Something Goose, thank you much for the 10 stream streak. Hello to you. Callum, thank you very much for the rose. Thank you, Ben, for the heart me to start us off with this morning. We've also got over on TikTok, we've got Linus, we've got Joe, we've got Craig, we've got Melly, we've got Dreams. Welcome to all of you. What are we doing? We're live on Saturday. This is not normal. Well, Saturday streams might be back occasionally. Not all the time, but maybe back occasionally, as we are live today, as Ben comes in with the 5 roses. Thank you very much, Ben. You absolute legend. Welcome in Franz Herman as well. They might be back more often. It depends how well a Saturday stream goes. If it's really good, then it may be something that we do more often rather than doing the weekdays. So we shall see for that. As Ben comes in with a hat and mustache. I mean, I've already got the mustache, so I probably just added to this one here. But thank you much, Ben. Thank you, Callum, for the rose. Thank you, Callum, for the GG. It's Saturday night for me. You are down under, I assume. But I hope you're having a great evening, day, wherever you are. What are we doing today? We are taking on a full 100% race weekend of the Brazilian Grand Prix. I probably will only do 100% of the race, though. I think we'll keep the qualifying to being short. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to go on too long. I think a full 100% race and a 100% sprint race is long enough of a stream. It's probably going to take us about 3 hours to complete everything. So let's just wrap up quickly where we currently stand in the career mode. So we can't really do any research and development. Why? Because last time we found out that we've got a regulation change coming. We've got chassis, powertrain, durability. We'll do those in a sec. We'll do the others. I'll just show you guys what we're up to. So we've got aerodynamics and chassis needs to be done. We've got some powertrain upgrades that have been just recently put on the car. In terms of assigning upgrades, we are now still the best team in Formula 1, just slightly ahead of Mercedes and also Red Bull. But it is safe to say it's a very close championship at this stage. I need to quickly look at Solov's car. Do we need to change his engine on any components? Brazil, is it easy to overtake? I'd rather do it at Vegas, I think. I think Vegas is an easier track for the AI to overtake, so we're going to wait. We're going to stay like that for now. Drivers, though, what we did do last time out was we approached Oliver Bearman. We asked you guys in the chat whether you would like us to try and get Oscar Piastri or Oliver Bearman. You lot decided Oliver Bearman, so that is what we have done. So yeah, we've approached Oliver Bearman. We'll see what he says. He might decline our offer and stay with Toyota. Time will tell. Of course, Oscar Piastri is a free agent. It'll be interesting to see whether he is snapped up by any of the other teams. Wait, is that Charles Leclerc as a 99 rated driver? I mean, 97, but he's 99 there. That is unbelievable. Absolutely insane. Spency, thank you very much for the rose. Welcome in. Why do you have to stream so late at night? It's 1:30 in the morning. Hey, look, it's morning for me. All right? I'm a morning person. There's nothing better to me than waking up, getting the stream done early in the morning, and have them the rest of my day. Because I am one of those people that if I have something on in the evening, I just procrastinate during the day and I don't do anything because I'm always waiting for what I'm supposed to do. So this way I'm more productive because I get it done earlier on in the morning, and then if I do something after the stream, great. If I don't, it's okay. I've already done a stream, so it's fine. Early birds get pole. Well, we'll see whether we get pole. So tire allocation. I think we go harder for Brazil, but I kind of want 2 sets of mediums. I don't know, chat. What do we reckon? 2 sets of hards or 2 sets of mediums at Brazil? What is better? Those who have experience around here. What do we reckon? Let's go, bro. Don't worry, we'll be getting into it any moment now. But I just need to know, are hard tires better or a medium tires better? The one that is better would be better. That is a fair point. Everyone's saying harder, 2 hards. One person said 2 mediums, but most people are saying 2 hards. Okay, cool. We'll do harder tire allocation. I just feel like Brazil, I think tires overheat, if I remember correctly. Tires do overheat around here, so we'll go to the race weekend. And I forgot to adapt parts, so that's going to lose us a few days of adapting parts in the career mode. So that's great. I forgot to do that. My bad. My bad. Rapid Lad says mediums. I do kind of trust Rapid Lad because I know that they do a lot of racing on here. But we have gone with the harder allocation. Sprint qualifying is going to be wet, but I think we go with a shorter qualifying. Although the sprint qualifying, it says it is going to dry up. Let's have a look at what the weather says. What do we want? What do we want? How interesting do we want it? We're slightly ahead of Mercedes and Red Bull. Ferrari and Honda and McLaren aren't too far away. I mean, we're on about 970 points. McLaren are 910. Ferrari and Honda about 925. Mercedes and Red Bull are about 950. So it's very, very close between all of us teams at the moment. Weather-wise. So qualifying at the moment like this for the sprint, it doesn't actually tell me what the weather's going to be doing. What do you reckon, chat? I think short qualifying's long enough. We've got 71 laps of Brazil, 24 laps of Brazil. We've got a lot of running that we're going to do. And yes, we can win the World Championship today if we outscore Max, or as long as Max Verstappen doesn't outscore us by 4 points or more, I think. Morning, everyone. How are you after testing? Yeah, what do we think? Which team do we think is going to be on top after our small little viewing of testing? What do you reckon, chat? We'll talk about this more in the practice session. But yeah, points-wise, we're 101 ahead. Available after this race is 108. No, we're 111 ahead. So available on this is 111. Why am I wearing sunglasses? These are blue light glasses. They protect my eyes from staring at a screen for way too long. So, and they are slightly tinted for color enhancing because usually with blue light glasses, it dims down the light. It makes it darker on screen. So therefore, the tint brightens it back up. And they kind of work with each other, if that makes sense. Right, go to next session. Let's go to the practice chat. Let's get out on track and see what we can do. Welcome in Justin Toxic, who says Ferrari. Formula Viva says Aston. I mean, there's sandbagging, and then there is whatever Aston Martin are doing right now. Could you imagine, chat? Could you imagine if Aston Martin were actually sandbagging that much? That'd be insane. Gullis Racing will win the championship. Now that is what we like to hear. That is what we like to hear. We'll see. We'll see. We are trying to win, of course, the drivers and the constructors in this championship. Can I show my setup? No, I cannot. If you're talking about the in-game setup, I definitely can't because it's from VSE and Alex Gillen will come and give me a big spanky. As much as I do like that.
They told you about the new parts that have come in from the factory, right?
It wouldn't be a good idea.
Well, they're all
right.
good to go. I hope they do the trick.
VSE for Brasilia. I'm going to hide my screen. And we are going to get our setup on the car. I should have a Brazil setup already. It might need adapting. It depends on whether I've updated it recently or not. And the answer to all of that, chat, is no. I have not updated it. So we now need to go and update it and put on a fresh setup. There's not too many changes. Some things change a lot, but most of the time, there's not too much changes going on. So it's all fine. I can only focus on the Ferrari spinny wing on day 2. It is cool. It's very interesting. Also, what year is that 3-line shirt? I want to say it's like 2016, maybe. I've had it for a while. I want to say it's like 2016. Alright, save car setup to Brasilia. And there we go. The Aston Martin in your My Team career mode looks like a Ferrari. It's a Honda. It's no longer Aston Martin. Looks like such a Wayne Rooney shirt. I mean, maybe he played in this shirt. I don't know. I haven't done a sports wash for like a week. And we've streamed quite a lot. So a lot of my gym and stinky clothes, those clothes I don't mind sweating in, are currently needing to be washed, which I'm going to put a wash on later today. So hence why we've whipped out the England shirt, which is a little bit tight across the chest. I'm not going to lie, chat. It is on the tighter side. But, I don't know. I have F1 shirts, but I just don't feel right driving my own team wearing merch from another team. Right? We like it tighter. We're hey. Looks tight. Look, we've got some sort of muscles, right? Yeah, Fabio's got nothing on this chat. Fabio's got nothing. Look at these. Fabio's got nothing on these, all right? Fabio actually, little insight to all of you. Fabio actually wears a muscle suit. He's actually incredibly skinny. But he wears a muscle suit on top for when he streams. Don't know why, but yeah, there you go. Little insight for all of you. Tight over the belly. Don't worry about that, Linus. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Mosquito build. This is abuse, chat. I did not wake up on a Saturday for this abuse. I'm going to recreate the entire history of F1 on F1 Manager next week. Starts with F1 1950. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. His OnlyFans, exactly. He streams on his OnlyFans with the suit off. Okay, right. Enough of Fabio's OnlyFans. Let's get into practice. Hayden, what have I started? I don't know. A lot of the time, I don't really know what I've started. Right. The beautiful sound of a V10 engine. Let's get the car up and running, chat, and let's see what we can do. I think Ferrari will dominate thanks to that wing. If they run it. I mean, there's no guarantee that they run it. Maybe they tested it. That's what testing is for. And they found out, actually, it's not faster. It doesn't work. So we'll see. We'll see what rocks up in Australia. Whether people copy it as well. So let's find out. Right, tyre management. First practice program for Brasilia. But what else do we think of testing, chat? I think Aston Martin are in the mud. If I were to take a prediction now, based on testing, I think Mercedes are on top. I think it's good when you've done the most laps. For me, that's what I'm looking for in testing. So I think Mercedes are up there. Then I think my copium is saying Ferrari. Then I'm saying McLaren, then Red Bull. I think it could be close between second, third, and fourth teams. I think Mercedes might just have a little bit of an edge. Then who are we saying? Then I think Haas with the Ferrari engine. I think the Ferrari engine's pretty decent. But the Alpine engine with the Alpine with the Mercedes engine could be okay in that midfield battle as well. So I'm going to say Alpine after Haas, not before Haas. Haas, then Alpine. Then I'll say Williams. Then I will say RB. I'll just come across the line and we get a purple score. No, green score. We'll take it. Then I'll say RB. Then... Well, I'm missing teams, I feel like. Then Audi, Cadillac, Aston. I honestly think Aston are in big, big trouble. Like, the amount of running that they've done in practice is not good enough, chat. It is not good enough. Williams turned up late, but they were able to get the mileage in. And you need the mileage. You need to test it. You need to work out what's working, work out what's not working, and be able to figure that out. And, yeah, I mean, they just haven't been able to do that. So we'll see. What's everyone else's? Audi might be like 7th team on performance. I feel like I'm giving Audi a lower score because obviously new engine, I'm giving them a bit of flexibility, right? If they come out and they are actually pretty decent, fair play to them. But, you know, I'm allowing them to be on the back foot. So they're making their first engine in Formula 1. I know it's obviously everyone's making a new version of these engines, but certain teams have, you know, more experience, right? So I'm giving them a bit of leeway. Maybe I'm wrong to give them a bit of leeway, but I'm giving them a bit of leeway for now. We're not going to do qualifying practice program because we will not complete that. But to be fair, midfield could be close. It could be close, and I hope that it is close. I hope that it is... What I'm most disappointed at the moment with these regulations, and let me know if you feel the same. Like, I don't mind dominance in Formula 1. And when I say dominance, I just mean like 3 or 4 teams that are up at the top. And for that season, those are the 3 or 4 teams that you will most likely see fighting for the race win. And some people might be like, no, I want to see every team fight for the race win. It makes it, for me, less special when you get that, you know, AlphaTauri win with Pierre Gasly or that Alpine win with Esteban Ocon. It makes it less exciting and less emotional if they always have a chance to win the race. Right? Even when they score a podium, you know, Nico Hülkenberg getting a podium in the Sauber last season. If Sauber were always, you know, every 4 races fighting for a podium, it would seem less special when they get that one-off podium, right? So that's why I think dominance is not bad in Formula 1. And I don't mind seeing 3 or 4 teams up there in Formula 1. What I'm disappointed with these regulations is it looks like it's the same top 4 as it was before the regulations, which is slightly sad to see. Especially when we've got like a cost cap involved now in Formula 1, so it's not just a case of whoever spends the most is going to do the best. It would be nice to see those other teams rise up through the ranks. And, you know, you can have 2 of the same teams. You can have McLaren... I'm not going to beat the target objective. That's crazy. You can have McLaren still in the top 4 after winning the previous season. But instead of it being Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, Red Bull, you have Mercedes, McLaren, Williams, and Audi. You know, those are the 4 teams. And it's like, okay, cool, things have really been mixed up. Now I'm thinking of like 2009, when we had Jenson Button in the Brawn, all of a sudden being incredible. Toyota were up there always in qualifying. I mean, mainly because they ran like low qualifying runs, or low fuel qualifying runs, and then they were not as good in the race, and they'd have to box very early. But that's what I mean. I just feel like, unfortunately, we haven't had that with these regulation changes. It's not broken the top 4. The top 4 is still the top 4. It's a bit of a shame. Obviously, those teams are good. You know, they've got the best people in the team. That's obviously why they're up there. But it would just be nice to see a little bit of a change. So I don't want Ferrari dominating the season. No, of course not. Of course I don't want them dominating. I would love Lewis Hamilton to win another championship. But I want it to go down to the final race of the season. I want a championship battle. That's what I love most. I love seeing a ding-dong battle between drivers back and forth. Jack, thank you much for the heart meat and for the roses as well. But let me know. Let me know if you feel the same. Maybe you don't feel the same. Maybe you like having a consistent top 4. Maybe you actually prefer it like Formula E, where, you know, every single race weekend there's a different winner. And anyone can win. Oh, I hate it when they just park on the apex like that. Thank you much, Sean, for the heart meat and the Go Popular. Appreciate you all. Go, go, go. Come on. Got to beat these target times. Got to get these goals in. Using so much battery just to beat this target time. Go, 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 go. Why does my car sound like a V10? Because it is a V10. I have got a V10 engine in the back. Imposter on TikTok? What do you mean? And boom. Cross the line. Right, one more lap to go. One more lap to go, chat. What do I think of Hadjar in Red Bull? I'm excited to see how they perform. They did really well last season in the V car, but I think they deserve a shot at a top seat. I'm hoping that they have a better chance of it compared to previous Red Bull drivers. I'm hoping that with Christian Horner out and Mecky's in, that Hadjar gets a better chance. Now, do I think he's going to be able to... Anthony, why are you on the Apex, bro? Just sit on the Apex. Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about that. V10 with a halo. I mean, the halo isn't the engine in Formula 1. I hope you do know that. You can have a halo with a V10 car. The halo doesn't change whether it's a V10 or not. But maybe you don't know that. I don't know. Go, go, go. But yeah, I really hope Hadjar performs well. And I hope that in Red Bull, they allow a chance for the second driver. Because, you know, Max is a great driver, but there's got to also have been something going on that has hindered the other drivers. I'm not even going to beat the target time again, am I? I've got to gain 2/10 of a second. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Please, 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 please. Got it. Oh my god, thank god for that. Right. We've got the target score. That's fine. Return to garage. iRacing or F1? This is F1 today, chat. F1. We're playing F1 25. I like the V10. Hello, Pressure Val. Welcome in. I love the 99 season when Ferrari were fighting with McLaren and the rise of Jordan. Who can forget Herbert's win for Stewart GP? Yeah, I mean, like, look at 2021 when we had Max versus Lewis. Like, a great championship battle. But we also had opportunity for other teams to get the odd podium in the race. Now, of course, usually the Ferraris and the McLaren scored the podium. Did they? Was it usually those two? Was there another team? I mean, usually it was the Red Bull and the Mercedes, their second driver getting that podium. But when it wasn't, you know, we'd have exciting races and we'd have exciting opportunities. And that's just kind of what I love in Formula 1. Can I do this? I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go. I don't think it's going to go. He is wearing gloves thinking he is a driver in F1. So funny, this guy has no children or a wife. I don't have children or a wife because I'm only 29, but I do have a girlfriend. But I don't think that really deters whether I should wear gloves or not. Marcus, thank you very much for the Go Popular and the heartbeat. I don't think, you know, wearing gloves means that you suddenly have no children and no wife. Do you want to see why I wear gloves? Do you want to see why I wear gloves? Right, I'm going to let go of my steering wheel. And this is what happens and why I should wear gloves. You're raving on in a TV in a room. I am. Look at my steering wheel. That's why you wear gloves, chat, all right? I'm going to say this every single time that someone comes in and says, why'd you wear gloves? That's why you wear gloves. You touch that steering wheel, it will rip your thumb out of your hand. And it has actually happened to someone before. Return to garage? No, we're flashback. So that, children, is why you should always wear gloves when driving on a direct drive wheel. Another reason is I've got sweaty hands, all right? When you're racing, you get sweaty on a controller, you get sweaty on your steering wheel. Is this steering wheel going to go through the washing machine, chat? No, it's not. It's going to break the wheel. And it's also going to break my washing machine. But I can put these. These can go in the wash. Nice and easy. And then they smell nice and fresh. And everything is all clean and nice again. And everybody's happy. And that, chat, and that, children, is why you wear gloves on a steering wheel. And I hope Jonesy, in his mum's basement, is making notes here. Right, let's see what we can do in this qualifying practice program. That is a massive corner cut. But you know what? We need it. Because this game is broken when it comes to the qualifying practice program. Bro, the steering wheel is crazy. Yeah, we're running 15 Newton meters. It's not even the strongest steering wheel you can get out there. But I'm running 50 Newton meters. And then I have got it down to about 65% in game. It's better to run it higher on the wheelbase and then lower in game to stop the clipping. Look at the target time. It's so bad. Practice programs are so difficult. Reese, thank you very much for the follow. I love how Jonesy saw how bad the steering wheel was. Oh my god, Bortoletto's dirty air is crazy. And now he's piped down. He's piped down, chat. We silenced him. But yeah, I would recommend on your steering wheel, you would run it max, not max, but like highest you want on the steering wheel and then lower it in the game. Look at that, 1.8 down the qualifying trim. The qualifying one is so bad. It's so bad. But that's the best way to stop clipping. So I think I'm running probably about 11 Newton meters, like overall.
But I'm afraid
bye, have fun, love you.
We're going to have to run it again.
So my girlfriend, everybody. Just for those in chat who say because I wear gloves I can't get a girlfriend. Right. I think that is the end of practice, chat. And it is time for us to get into... Hands off, Jack. Hands off, right? No wolf whistling here. Get out of here. Only I'm allowed to do that. Right, let's retire from session. Let's get into qualifying and see how we go. Jack Cooper, though, thanks for the room. I appreciate it.
Until next time, goodbye.
I appreciate it. Get a room. Maybe later. Yeah, can we ban the other Jacks? No, the other Jacks are better. Marcus, please, this is why the world is crazy, because 29-year-olds racing in a room. I am racing in a room. Jonesy, I am. I'm glad that you have eyes, bro. Now what? Yeah, you're the worst, Jack. Get out of it. Right, let's get into qualifying, chat. Jong Stewalk, thank you much for the follow. Why does my car's engine sound so good? I'm running mods. This is career mode. I've done about 8 seasons of career mode now, so I wanted to spice it up, make it a little bit different. Unknown GF, thank you much for the follow. So I've added custom livery for my team. I've got custom liveries for the other teams. We've got Honda in, Cadillac in, Benetton are in the sport. We've got Toyota in for Haas. And then we've also got a V10 engine in the car as well, just to give us like proper racing sounds rather than the horrible V6s. JB, thank you much for the follow. Are you cuffed? As in, am I taken? So I'm 29. I'm not down with the children's slang, you know. If that means that I am a taken man, then yes. Am I under the thumb? Of course. If you're in a relationship and you're not under the thumb, like, you're lying. I'm sorry, you're lying. We all are. Right, let's advance. 107. Brazil typically is going to be a tough race for me. I think whilst the other teams are catching up, we're still the best team in Formula 1. It's still a difficult race for me. Brazil's always tough. The AI are so good around here, so let's see how it goes. I'm at F1 box in Westfield right now. What difficult should I pick? No idea. I've never been there. Do you play on F1 game? Do you play on something else? I don't know. How do you make custom liveries? Mods, but you can find the files for it over on overtake.gg. Don't worry about Jonesy chat. Okay, they've just had a bad day. Can we get early prediction on who's going to win F1 year constructors and driver? So I said earlier, early predictions. I think Mercedes look really good. Done a lot of laps. Done the most laps of testing. That's a good sign over doing fast laps. Ferrari always come out and do the fastest laps, and then it's not always the case that they are the fastest. So I'm not going into that delusion just yet. So I'm going to go with Mercedes constructors, and I'm going to go with George Russell as drivers. It's boring because I think a lot of people are saying that, but I think that's just where we are at, chat. Right. Let's get into it. CW, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. And Uri Schneiders as well. Thank you for the follow too. They're going to be a hit at Barcelona. Alonso and Aston will win the lot. Could you imagine? Right. If they come out of the blocks and they're flying at Australia, that is the biggest sandbagging and the confidence on that team I've ever seen. The fact that they've sacrificed so much of their testing to do that. New Habitat, thank you very much for the follow. What do I think about Niki Lauda? I think he's a 3-time world champion and a fantastic driver. And one of the best in the sport. So that's what I think about Niki Lauda. 6794, thank you very much for the follow. Okay, let's just quickly look at the engine before we get into it. I'm going to change the ICE before sprint quali. And I think the rest of it's fine, chat. I think we're fine with the rest of the engine. I'll change the rest going into the actual race. Alexander, I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing? I think it's one of the Cadillac or Audi guys. I think Cadillac, you know, they're going to be learning a lot this season. Fair play to them. I think they're just going to be learning a lot this season. Right, let's get into qualifying, chat. And I want to know all of your predictions for this qualifying session. Where do you think we are going to qualify? We're taking on Interlagos in a qualifying session. Where do you think we are going to end up? Hello, how are you doing this beautiful day? Doing very well, thank you. Cadillac has the best merch. Nah, Cadillac merch is so bad at the moment. I think it's just too plain, but they were my team season 1, all right? It will get better. Rocco says P3. We've got Nicholas in the team still, yes. We've got Sean says 4th. Dom says P3. What about my teammate's engine? We've already checked that. Don't you worry. You can't check it in that screen. You have to check it before you go into the race weekend. You're not very good in practice, so I think you're getting P12. I think you'll be on the front row or second row. What are you going to be doing when you finish the 10th season? No idea. The Tommy Hilfiger shirt is nice. It gives me Mercedes-S, but with less sponsors, and I think it's like, I'm not sure. Not as much of a fan. Beanie Boy says 5th. Sean says P4. Nathan says P2. Come on, get your predictions in chat. Tiz says P5. Lewis, thank you very much for the follow. For the sprint qualifying session, where are we going to end up? What is the weather doing? Is it going to get better or worse? It will get better by the end of the session. But with a wet qualifying session, you don't want to just go out and just do one lap, come back in, one lap, come back in. You want to do laps continuously to build up the rhythm. Let's go with Paul. I believe in you. Bobby says P3. P1, go Hayden. Ben says P6. L3MO says P3. Marcus coming in with a give it your alls. What's good? Welcome in, Anime. Marcus, thank you very much for the 3. Give it your alls. GR63 says P22. Formula 1 car says P10. Do I think they put the new cars in the game? Yes, I do. Daniel says P5. Rocco says go out. We're going to wait a little bit. I need to fill up with fuel. How many laps can we do? It's about a 1 minute 20 in the wet, maybe. So let's go from that. Normal lap. 1 minute 20. 1 minute. 2 minutes 40. 4 minutes. And then an out lap of about a minute and a half will give us, if we do 5 laps, 1 minute 40. Or sorry, 4 minutes. 5 minutes 30. 5 minutes 30, go out, and that gives us 5 laps. So let's put 6 laps of fuel in just to be safe. And we'll go out with 5 minutes 30 left on the clock, chat. I'm just going to double check my timings on this screen. Yeah, about 1 minute 20 on the clock. We're giving an extra 10 minutes for the out lap. I will go out with 5 minutes 45. Just to be safe. We'll go out now. Just to be on the safe side, chat.
Standing
I'm going to go out and do laps. If you are in charge of the 2027 calendar, what tracks would you pick and how many? I think for me, the most tracks that should be on a calendar is about 19. I'm happy with a 19 calendar race season. I would scrap sprints. I'm not a fan of sprint races. I like just having, qualifying on a weekend. Yes, okay. Oh, but, I'd rather have a race than a practice session. For sure, right? For sure. But not everyone's in a luxurious position that, like I am, that this is my full-time job. And I can pick and choose when I want to do my streams and stuff like that. So I can easily watch a qualifying session on a Friday. Like, that doesn't faze me. I can take the whole Saturday and watch whatever Formula 1 sessions I want, whether it's a sprint race and a qualifying session as well. Other people don't have that luxury. So I think Friday being obviously a more practice day, not a problem for me. I just prefer building up to one big race weekend. So I'd scrap sprint races. And then I would also bring in Hockenheim, Istanbul, Malaysia back on the calendar. Miami's gone. Get out of here, Miami. What else doesn't bring good racing? What tracks would I get rid of? There are too many tracks on the calendar. It is hard to say. Also, what other tracks would I get rid of? I think I might get rid of Barcelona. I'm going to put it on medium on the on this. I'm going to build this up. Thank you very much, Max Blocks, for the follow. Let me know. I can't think now. Because I'm driving around. My brain's gone to mush. Chat. What tracks would you get rid of on the calendar? I know some of you will say Monaco. I'm not getting rid of Monaco. I like Monaco. I actually like Monaco. I'm a weirdo. All right. I like Monaco. Nürburgring. Nah, I prefer Hockenheim. I prefer Hockenheim for Formula 1. The Nürburgring is not a bad track. I drove it in an IndyCar league race a few weeks back, and it was really fun. And I do enjoy Nürburgring, but I just prefer Hockenheim. China, I quite like Australia. China, yeah, I'd probably get rid of China. Sorry, China. For me, it's a track that I don't necessarily enjoy driving, nor do I feel like it brings us amazing racing. I like Vegas, and I think Vegas has given us good racing, in all fairness. It has given us good races on the calendar. Whereas you look at Miami, Miami has had one good race, and that was last year. Oh, God, bit wide. That's okay. That's why we do multiple laps, chat. We build up. We build up to it. All street races, yes and no. I like having the odd sprint race on the calendar, but if every track is a sprint race, crazy. Also, has anyone seen the MotoGP news? Where they are putting Adelaide on the MotoGP calendar. I don't know about you, chat, but I just feel like bikes on a street circuit is not a good idea. What are they thinking? What are they thinking, putting bikes on a street circuit? Like, that is crazy. We qualified P16 at the moment. But don't worry, we're not pushing that much right now. We're just getting the tires rubbered in. We're just building the car up. Get rid of Miami. That's probably it. India was a great track. South Korea was a great track. Bikes doesn't make sense at all. That's so dangerous, surely. That is so dangerous to race bikes on a street circuit, right? We see these MotoGP riders fly off their bikes. And they get caught in gravel traps, and that slows them down. And yes, they come out with so many injuries, but sometimes they come out like unscathed because there is such massive grass and gravel runoff areas that kind of slow them down. If you slam into a concrete barrier, I'm sorry, but surely you're dead. Like, surely that's it for you. We should not be sending bikes. What about the Isle of Man TT? Right, the Isle of Man TT is insane, and anybody who takes part in the Isle of Man TT is a maniac. But it is something that they are doing at their own discretion, right? If you sign up to the Isle of Man TT, that's on you, right? You know the consequences. Whereas riders who have been getting into MotoGP, I think at no point have thought, do you know what, I'd really like us to do a sprint circuit. The Isle of Man TT is insane, but as I say, you sign up for that. That's on you. Is it drying up? Does it stop raining? Do we box? We don't have time to box. Okay, we might actually qualify on pole here. It stopped raining. I'm hoping that these tyres continue to work in the dry conditions. Maybe it would have been a good idea to gamble on a set of softs to secure pole position here. I don't know, but the next lap is going to be the push one. My tyre's overheating. No, I don't know. Maybe this was not a good idea. We're P3 at the moment, but surely every driver is going to be improving now, unless it's dried up too much and these intermediate tyres are no longer working, chat. That might be the case. Right. Let's see what we can do. Here in the qualifying, this was what it was all about, building the car up for this final lap here. DRS is still not enabled, but let's see what we can do. One in the chat if you believe that we can get pole position. Two in the chat if you do not. Let's see. As everybody is flying up the order, everybody's going faster. Oh no, we're dragged out on the curb. That's a lot of time lost, chat. That is a lot of time lost. We are falling down the order as everybody is improving on their lap times, as the track has dried. But we are going to get the driest possible track, but will it help us on these intermediate tyres? Will it be too dry for us to capitalize? As everyone's improving quite a lot on their laps. We've dropped down to P17 now, and I'm just struggling to get the car turned in. I feel like the tyres just aren't working for me as they should anymore. Trying to get the traction, dropping all the way down to 21st in qualifying. Is this going to be an absolute disaster from us? All thanks to that turn 2 exit. Oh my god, what happened to my gears there? That was weird. We are purple in Sector 2 though, so maybe there's still a chance, chat. Maybe there is still a chance. Burning all the battery all the way to the line. No DRS enabled still. It's a 1 second improvement. It's purple in Sector 2, but how much did we lose out in Turn 2? Quite a lot, but it is still P6. We'll take that. Where was Max Verstappen, though? That is the question, chat. Where is Max Verstappen? Crazy Casper, thank you very much for the follow. This dude is racing with Senna. How? Because Senna is in the game.
See you all
He's
tomorrow.
an icon. Where is Max Verstappen? He is behind us. He's P11, but that car is going to be quick. Remember, we just have to make sure that Max does not beat us by 4 points today. 4 points in this race, and then, of course, we'll see what happens in the next one. But we'll take that. George Russell puts it on pole. Senna in second. Charles Leclerc third. Sonoda, then Sainz and myself, then Stroll. Then Kimi Antonelli, Esteban Ocon, my teammate, in the top 10 still. So not doing a bad job, but is on the chopping blocks for next season after the bad performances he's had this season. He just hasn't... I don't think he's even secured a podium, or maybe he's only got one, which is insane. Do I play iRacing? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Right. Let's get into the race weekend chat. Wait, Crazy Casper only just followed. No, sorry, Crazy Casper with the 5-stream streak. My bad. My bad. Anna and Charlie, thank you very much for the follow. How many likes are we on, Linus? On the like counter. You lot smashing it as per always. We got 400k likes on the last stream. That is the goal today, chat. We've got to try and beat the 400k on the likes. We're on 27k already. We've only done a qualifying session. We've got plenty of time still to go. So let's see if we can beat it. Lance and Nate, thank you for the follows. Let's get into the sprint race for today. And also big shout out to Ben for the top gifter and for the top streak. Shout out to you. And I think, is Linus number 1 on the likes? Might be. Lance Kilo 26 Arch, thank you all for the follows. Welcome in. Yeah, 2.5 years I've followed you. What a legend. What a... As Sean comes in and blows that away, he's like, top gifter. I'll have that. Thank you very much. With the first galaxy of the stream. What a legend. What a legend. W's in the chat for Sean. What a goat. With the top gifter of the day so far. Galaxy, though, that's going to be tough to beat for anybody else. So, good luck. Sean's name might be there for the rest of the stream. Will I do Las Vegas today? No, Las Vegas will be next week. Next week.
Pit stops,
we will have a 100% race weekend of Vegas. Full qualifying, full race. Coming up for that one later on in the week. Ready for the Ringmeister GT3 week on Nordschleife? I don't play iRacing that often. I don't do a lot of like the official races. I go through phases where I play a lot and then I don't play it a lot. I just go through phases. But I love iRacing. I've got no problems with it. It's just, I don't know. I just go through phases of being addicted to it and not being addicted to it. I will be jumping on LMU at some point. It is coming. I've been putting it off, not because I won't like it, actually because I know I will like it. And that's why I've been putting it off. As Aries comes in with the 3 months resub. Subbing to the best streamer. Mwah. Thank you very much, Aries. Really appreciate the love on the stream. Thank you very much. As Sean is coming in with a rose streak at the moment. What a legend. Thank you for the follow, Taylor. There we are starting in P6 of the sprint race. Let's see how many points we can score today. There's the beautiful Honda. As Sean comes in with a 39 roses, putting themselves top of the streak today. He's got top gifter. He's got top streak. Sean is number 1 for the time being. Who is Sean number 1 on the likes? Was it Linus? No, it's not Linus, is it? Who's number 1 on the likes? Eddie is first. Eddie is first. Cass, Dio, thank you very much for the follows. Honda Car is such a good livery. If you want the liveries, by the way, all of the liveries except my livery and Toyota is on a website called overtake.gg. You can find so many mods over there to like customize your career mode. It's a great place. So if that's what you're into,
and it's a track where
check it out.
You can make or lose an awful lot of lap time.
Why your car sounds so good? You got mods? Yes, we got mods. So we got a sound mod. We run a V10 engine. Next season, regulation change. Maybe we will go to a V8 or a V12. We will see in chat. I'm going to have a listen off stream to see which one I prefer. Right. Soft tires or medium tires, chat? Seems like the soft tires is going to be better, but they are going to wear out and we'll have the better speed at the end. Or will we? I think the soft tires might actually be fine. Hydrate. I just hydrated. Oh, we got another one from James. Okay, all right. I'll hydrate again. Right. 1 in the chat to start on the soft tires. 2 in the chat to start on the mediums. Which ones are we thinking, chat? 1 in the chat to start on the softs. 2 in the chat to start on the mediums. Willie B and Andrew, thank you very much for the follows. I don't want you saying soft or hards or whatever. I just want you saying 1 or 2. 1 in the chat for softs, 2 in the chat for mediums. So many 2s. James is saying inters. I don't think that's going to work, James. Charlie, thank you very much for the follow. I think I'm seeing more 2s, chat. 2 better wear at the end. Okay, let's do it then. 2 in the chat. Let's do it. Let's go for 2s and see what we can do. Tom, thank you for the follow. I think we've got to go 2. I think we've got to do it. It's just the way we got to go. With a 2. Pompey lad, what a legend. Thank you much for the follow. Welcome in R Teddy as well. Thank you for the follow. Okay then, let's do this. Zadmax, thank you much for the follow. Right, for those of you who usually watch us, you know exactly what we're going to ask on the formation lap. But for those of you who are new, I want to know from everybody in the chat right now, where are you watching from around the world? We need to know how internationally we are today. Up the Pompey indeed. I don't actually know where my Portsmouth shirts are. They're in a suitcase somewhere. I need to find them and then I can wear them on stream and then I can get so many hate from Southampton fans. Pompey lad, thank you much for the 8 roses. Absolute legend. Sean evens it out with the 2. I don't know if that's to even out the goal, but I appreciate you, Sean. Poland, London, UK, Germany. We've got Cornwall, England, London, France, South Africa, Germany. Under your table, Latvia, North Korea, India, Germany, North Wales, Italy. I'm not even from Pompey. I went to uni there. I had a blast. Great place. Portugal, in Tesco's shopping. Nice. Indiana in the United States. Ironically, Portsmouth. Pompey, Switzerland, we've got Mercury, New Zealand, Hungary, Romania, Australia, USA, inside Hayden's walls. How did you get there? Sweden, Bedford, Switzerland, South Africa, Australia, Netherlands, Sussex. We've got East Midlands, in my bed, Netherlands, in my bed or your bed. Oregon, USA, South Africa, Saudi Arabia. Grace Casper's in my house. Little toilets. Hey, look, I know some of you are on the toilet right now, mid-wipe. You're either mid-wipe or you're sat there and you're waiting to wipe. But I know some of you, yeah, there we go, L3MO, that you're on the toilet. Italy and Netherlands at the same time. Interesting. UK, Vatican City, Portuguese, Pit and Confirm, Ed Gets, STE. We got Estonia. Welcome in, JB. And that is mid-wipe streams go crazy. Hey, look, we are prime time pooping time, all right? Prime time poo watching. And then we go line up on the grid. There is nothing worse than when it's time to wipe and you're listening to the same TikTok over and over again. You're like, I really need to finish up wiping so I can get past the next TikTok, right? But if you're watching a stream, it's the same thing. And you can listen to me while you're wiping. Enough toilet talk. It's time to get into the race. The lights are on. The engine is revving. And we go racing for the sprint race here in Brazil. And it's once again a terrible start from myself here on the grid as I go side by side with my own teammate down into the first corner, who seems like they also got off to a poor start off the line. But here we go through the left-hander. Let's burn the battery as we go on the attack of Esteban Ocon, who might have a look up the inside of Kimi Antonelli. They do. Trying to kind of settle in there, trying to get a switch back. The car very, very loose at the moment. Of course, remember, I'm starting on the medium tyres right now, so we're going to lose out early on in this race. But as the race goes on, oh, just a little touch of the grass there. Hey, look, everybody who says, mate, does this guy ever touch grass? Does he ever go outside? That's why, chat. That's why I don't touch grass. It's not good to touch grass. You have little oopsies if you touch grass. Don't do it. We've lost out a lot of positions, but we will make them back up, chat. The tyres will get better. They will get so much better. We've just got to be patient in this race and try and pick off the drivers as and when we can. Let's see what we can do. Burning the battery all the way down here. Let me wipe. Time to wipe. Well, I'm late. You're here now, Hamish Slope. Welcome in. Yannick, thank you much for the follow. As Esteban Ocon, very fast in a straight line. Can I go for a lunge up the inside? No, I can't. So I'm a little bit stuck at the moment. Their straight line speed seems to be a lot better than ours. So we are going to have to lower the aero going forward. There's nothing I can do here as I've got my championship rival, Max Verstappen, hot on my heels right now. But listen, if I keep Max Verstappen behind me, I become champion today. If I keep Max Verstappen behind me, I can become champion. But keeping Max Verstappen behind me may be extremely difficult. We know that AI already are very fast in a straight line speed. Like, their straight line speed is always cracked. But it seems like it's more cracked today, the fact that I was burning all my battery and I couldn't even gain on Esteban Ocon. Thank you much for the follows, CLM, Dilma, Enge Bakken. Thank you much for the follows. If you are new around here, you're enjoying the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. We are live doing F1 25 content 5 times a week. This week we were live Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're live today and we'll be live again tomorrow. We do career mode during the weekdays and on a Saturday, as Max Verstappen will get past. Okay, that's fine. At the moment, he's still not scoring any points. We're still champion. Oh, God. In a little bit deep, wheel to wheel with Max around the outside. Championship rivals going wheel to wheel. And he's unable to get past us there. The more that I hold him up, the better chances we have of securing the championship. He'll go to the inside line, but he can't break later than us. So we're going to hold on to this position. And at the moment, we still stay champion. TW Flash, thank you for the follow. Ibra as well, and 77. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, we are live 5 times a week across the YouTube, the Twitch, the TikTok, and the Kick platforms. So if you want to watch on any other one of those, make sure you go do so, whatever is your favorite platform. And we read all the chat, so you don't have to worry about if I'm on TikTok, will he ever see my message? Yes, I will. I can see you all. Eddie, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tomorrow's live stream will be 5-lap online races to start us off with, followed by a 35% online race, followed by a whopping 100% race with my community. So if you want to be involved in that, if you want to make sure you don't miss that live stream, hit that follow button. And make sure if you're watching on TikTok, you like the stream as well. As Max Verstappen flies past us. Not a surprise, he's got much better tyres. And we've just got to try and stay with him, chat. Better tyres right now, we will be better later on in the race. Are we doing a community race tonight? No. No, not tonight. Tomorrow. We're not doing another stream tonight. We're just doing one today. No community races today. Always on a Sunday. Next week, although next week it will be on a Saturday. Next week will be Saturday. Right, Max Verstappen already flying away from us. I've got to make sure that he doesn't get 4 points. If he doesn't score 4 points in this race, I am champion. I am champion. Although, going into Brazil, main race, he then has to win that race and I have to DNF. So it's getting more and more likely that we will become champion today, but never say never, chat. As we are going to hold on to the DRS of Max Verstappen just about. Powerbolt, thank you much for the follow. How many likes are we on now, Linus? How many likes? As the Alesian is hunting down that top liker on the stream as they're going side by side. Esteban Ocon and Max Verstappen. And Verstappen looks like they will get past side by side between the two, and they do. But Esteban Ocon will get the DRS back on Max Verstappen here. Will they go to fight? We're on 45k likes at the moment. Esteban Ocon can't quite get close enough to have a look on Max Verstappen, who's now going to push like hell to catch us back up to the train. And I'm happy here at the moment, chat. I'm just biding my time, enjoying the tyres.
Keep taking care of them.
And later on in this race, we are going to have the upper hand. Our tyres will be better than the AI. So let's just chill. Let's take it easy. Let's enjoy the tyre wear for right now. And build the car up as we're already back into the DRS of the train. And we are worried at the pace that Max Verstappen has in this race right now. Is the Ferrari rear wing unique? Not in the game, no. No. But in real life, yes. Right, can we burn the battery? Can we get past? Come on, chat. Why not get a Netherlands shirt, Hayden? Hey, look, I'll get a Dutch shirt. I mean, I live here now, so I would get one. Wall of, thank you very much for the follow. Right, can we get past Esteban Ocon here? Just need a good exit out of turn 2, and we may have a chance, chat. We're close. Is it close enough? Burning all the battery through the left-hander. As Esteban Ocon will go defensive, but it will be to no avail. As we get past the Toyota driver and move ourselves up into P9 in this race. That's really good. I'm really happy with that. Let's keep on going. Rock, thank you very much for the follow. Go. Come on. Come on. I just need to get back in the DRS of Max Verstappen. If I don't get the DRS on Max, then I think it's going to be a very simple overtake for Esteban Ocon. It might be anyway. They're really quick in a straight line, chat. We're definitely going to have to change the car going into the next qualifying session, as we are just losing out at the moment with straight line speed. But we do get a DRS on Max. We're still there. And that is fantastic news, just to keep us, hopefully, in P9 in this race. Max Verstappen, as I said, just needs to outscore us by 4 points to carry on the championship charge, to keep it alive. If he only outscores us by 3, then I think we are champion. Did Ocon get a double overtake on Solov and Colapinto? No, Ocon has always been... We've overtaken Ocon. Ocon was ahead of us. Oh, that's a bit deep, but we get the car slowed down. That's okay. That's okay. We're doing all right. It's like 2007. Come on. It's like 2007, yet we've got more races than Brazil. Brazil is not our finale. My favourite... I'd like to change the calendar around. I wish on F1 games you could change the calendar around. I'd love to have Brazil as the finale. Oh, very close here to Max Verstappen. But I just feel weird having a sprint race as the finale as well. It doesn't... I don't like it. The finale shouldn't be a sprint race. You should also be able to choose in career mode whether you want sprint races or not. Can't you do custom season? You can, but you can't move tracks around. You can't, like, start at... I don't know. Start at Brazil and end in Australia. You can choose which tracks you want, but they stay in their positions of where they are in the real-life calendar. So therefore, if you want Australia, it will always be the season opener. If you want Abu Dhabi, it will always be the season finale. Which car is that? That is my own. This is Gullis Racing. As we're staying in the train right now, Nicholas Solov, in a world of his own, as Oliver Behrman has got to the front of another train. If he beats Nicholas Solov in this race, then hey, we're making the right call picking up Oliver Behrman. Because that is a humongous gap at the moment. As we're in one almighty train. Oh, didn't mean to make that move on Max. But we're going to try it anyway. Around the outside now on Max Verstappen. We should be better in the corners. Will he cover us off, will he? No, he won't. Back up the inside, into the right-hander. Me versus my championship rival. And that is me into the points for the sprint race. And hey, look, doesn't matter whether we beat him today, but putting him behind us for the time being is huge. And that will help us a lot. The more that we fight with him, the better it will be. Kenneth, thank you for sharing the stream. Let's keep on going. 1 in the chat if you think we're going to become champion in this sprint race. 2 in the chat if you don't. It's Kimi Antonelli and Lance Stroll. There you go, side by side. Let's see if we can pick something off between these two, who will compromise one another. Oh, I nearly compromised myself there. But here we go. Around the outside of Lance Stroll. Around the outside of Kimi Antonelli to make it 3 wide. Down the back straight. What a move if we can pull this off. And we can. That is fantastic. And we've moved ourselves up with a slight little buffer ahead of Max Verstappen in the championship to P6. This is huge, chat. This is huge. But I need to try and get the DRS back on Carlos Sainz, otherwise they're just all going to fly past me in this race. As right now I am where I qualified. Stuck behind a train, and are the mediums now starting to become a good race tyre. 9 laps into this race. Holy double overtake. That was insane, chat. That was insane. Rate that overtake out of 10. That's a 10. To me, that's a 10. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Do I get DRS? Burn the battery, just about. It might not be enough to keep Antonelli behind because I do not really have slipstream. But let's see. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Easy 10, let's go. 20 out of 10. Huge. Don't let the Dutch government catch you wearing that shirt. Hey, it's okay, it's okay. They also don't want to look at me fighting with Max Verstappen and beating him in the championship right now. I don't think they like that either. As we still just about hold on to DRS, they're going 3 wide now, down in towards turn 4. That's going to allow the McLaren of, I believe, Ayrton Senna to drive away in his home Grand Prix. And we're just going to slowly catch up as... wow, I woo. Thank you much for the... I give it yours. Oh my God, we've got a yellow flag. Is that Max Verstappen? No, I think it's Esteban Ocon. I think it's Esteban Ocon. Esteban Ocon, yeah, in the Haas, out of this race. Yeah, unfortunate there for the Toyota driver. But it's not Max Verstappen. That could have been an easy championship wrapped up if it was. Oh, a little bit deep, but we still got the DRS. And we are firmly in it now. Firmly in the DRS now. Kai, thank you much for the 6 roses. Let's keep on pushing. GT Lucas and Chef Name, thank you for the follows. As Antonelli had a little look there, but it got closed on him. Will he go for the move down in towards turn 1? Not close enough. Oh, he will. He will. He will go for the dive. Kimi Antonelli in the Ferrari. And I just about, again, hold on to DRS for the drivers in front of me. Hamburger, thank you very much for the 6 give it alls. So what do I need to win the championship? Max Verstappen needs to outscore me by 4 points in this race, this sprint race, in order to keep the championship alive. How do you add your own car to career? You just do My Team Career Mode. If you do My Team Career Mode, you add your own team. Oh, we're right behind Carlos Sainz now. If we can get some more positions, it gives us that better safety buffer. Max is quick, but he's not quick enough to get past Lance Stroll right now. Got a really easy overtake on Esteban Ocon earlier on. But he needs to score at least 4 points. He at least needs 4th position in this race to keep the title hope alive, chat. Go, go, go. Dom and 96 Jord, thank you very much for the follows. Go, go, go. Come on, come on. 1 in the chat if you think we can win the championship. 2 if you do not. As here they come again, but they are not close enough. And that allows me just to hold on to a little bit of battery as Leclerc and Russell do battle down through turn 1 and 2. They both go side by side with each other, and that might allow Yuki Tsunoda to once again make it 3 wide. Down to this corner coming up. Nice and easy on the brakes. Don't want to drive into the back of Carlos Sainz right now. Keeping it very smooth. There is no need for me to get aggressive. If I start getting aggressive, I could lose positions and I could open the door for Max Verstappen to climb on in. So let's just keep it chill. We don't need to win the race. We'd like to. And I might go for a move here around the outside of Carlos Sainz. Can't quite pull it off. Maybe under braking, we can have a look up the inside here of Carlos Sainz. Keep it wheel to wheel between the two of us as I go around the outside. Can't quite do that. Oh, slamming on the brakes, and that is going to allow Kimi Antonelli to have a look because I have to go around the outside through this left-hander, and that is going to open the door for a lot of drivers behind me. Now, I will get the DRS on Kimi Antonelli, but we know we don't have the best straight line speed compared to the other drivers. Antonelli on the left-hand side. We've got another driver going for the move, Lance Stroll, and I just don't have the battery. Down into the first corner. Antonelli closing the door there, and now Max Verstappen having a look on the inside. Can I get the run around the outside again, just like I did last time on these two? Instead, we're going to switch it to the inside line. We're going to go 3 wide down in towards this turn 4 right now. Side by side with Stroll and Antonelli. Keeping it wheel to wheel. Still close as we get attached to Lance Stroll through the left-hander. Kimi Antonelli moves ahead of us. But we've all broken out that DRS, and that's also really good news because it keeps Max Verstappen quite a distance away from the fight for the top 4. So this at the moment, this battle, whilst it is losing us positions, we lose out to Kimi Antonelli and we're losing a chance for our own hopes of securing a podium. It does help keep Max Verstappen at bay and away from that top 4 as well. But of course, he could get past these drivers and he can push on in the remaining 10 laps and try and get that top 4. So let's see. Don't need to be aggressive. 2 corners later, dive bomb. That wasn't a dive bomb. What dive bomb? I went side by side. Here we go. Antonelli goes to the defensive. We go to the outside line again. Oh my God, he moved over on me then. I'll try and go around the outside, but I just don't have the downforce to get the car around there. And the good news is we're in one almighty train at the moment. Well, I've not got a lot of battery at the moment. That might keep Kimi Antonelli ahead of me right now. Around the outside we go through turn 4. He's still there. Into turn 5. Still wheel to wheel between me and the Ferrari driver as we go into the left, and I've got to back out of that. There's no way I can get through there. It's Max Verstappen now past Lance Stroll and into the top 8. He's back in the points. He's licking his lips at opportunities in this race. And let's see what could happen to Max Verstappen as he tries to push on forward. Again, I don't mind. He can beat me by a place or 2. We will try and keep him behind us, but I am running low on the battery at the moment. The battery is running low. Antonelli defending is insane. He's doing a great job. Let's see what we can do. What is this? Is this the last race? No, we've got one more. We've got one more today after this. We're going to do a full Brazil Grand Prix. As I've just lost off the back of Antonelli. I don't have the battery. I don't have the straight line speed. And Max Verstappen will make a rather simple overtake, but I will have a little look back up the inside if I can, just to compromise his line through turn 1 and turn 2 to stop him from going on a charge on Kimi Antonelli. Now, I can't burn the battery as Nicolas Solov has joined this battle for the points positions, which is good to see that he's got some pace. As Lance Stroll had a little look there, but could not quite get the grip up the inside. Charlotte, thank you very much for the rose on the stream. Shout out to Sean, who is our current top gifter and top streaker on the live stream. What a legend. And how many likes are we on at the moment, chat? Track limits, what are they? Are these cars for the 2026 season? No. These are 2025 cars. We don't have to build up the revs on the start. 66,000 likes at the moment. Let's try and see if we can get to 100k by the end of this first race. As Kai comes in with a GG, thank you very much. As we try and get 400,000 likes on total for today's TikTok stream. That's what we got yesterday. We just about hang on to DRS on Max Verstappen. Will he be able to get past Kimi Antonelli? Welcome in, Beaming A10. I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you doing? Oh, Stroll having a look again into turn 1. That's going to compromise us. It might kick us out of the DRS. No, we just about hold on to it. And now can Max Verstappen get past Kimi Antonelli? He has DRS. Antonelli does not. He needs to get past Antonelli as quick as possible before Antonelli gets into the DRS window of Carlos Sainz, because as soon as he does, it's going to be a harder overtake for him. But of course, then he needs to catch up to his own teammate. But Yuki Tsunoda could play the team orders, could drop back and allow Max Verstappen through for P4 in this race. As Sean comes in with the roses right now to beat his own streak. Elias and Matthew, thank you very much for the follows. Which lap are your tyres better? I mean, they should be better now, but we're just struggling at Brazil. Brazil was just such a tough circuit for myself, for the team as well. I mean, Solov is down in P10 as well. So whilst we are beating our teammate, we're both struggling around here. Well, I am going to hold on to the DRS. And Sean is coming in with a big train of roses, as is Nathan right now. Sean with a 150 roses. What a legend. As Nathan comes in with a 39. Thank you very much as well. Right, go. Lance Stroll might have a look again as Max Verstappen does get past Kimi Antonelli. And Stroll going side by side with me will keep me out of the DRS, and that will put me at a very worrying position. Welcome in to the chat, Tizzy. How are you doing? Innes, thank you for the follow. Go. Dan Clark, thank you for the rose as well. Here comes Lance Stroll. I go around the outside of turn 5 or turn 4, and we hold on to it. We need to hold on to any point that we can do. We need to hold on to any of the points that we can right now. And will Max Verstappen be able to catch up to Carlos Sainz in this race, get the DRS, and keep on moving forward? As Kimi Antonelli is very close to him behind. Thank you much to the new lot for the follows. Thank you, Charlotte, for the 6. Dan Clark for the I can't speak. Thank you, Charlotte, for the roses. Dan Clark for the roses. Marusco for the roses. Dan Clark for another 7. Don't worry about it, Sharif. Good to have you here. You've only missed 17 laps of this race. We've got a full race coming up as well. As Lance Stroll is very close to me right now. This is crazy. Do I have to be a midfield member to sign up for 100% races? Either a midfield member on YouTube, yes, or a Twitch subscriber. Either one of those will do. You also need to be in the Discord, which is the link in my bio. And you'll be able to see the race check-in channel if you've linked the channel or the social media platform that you have subscribed or become a midfield member on. You'll be able to do that. Brinley, thank you for the follow. Sir Hayden Gullis, as I live and breathe. Welcome in, David. As everybody is watching right now, everybody's joining the stream to see whether we can win the championship today. 6 laps of this race left to go. Max Verstappen tucked right up behind Carlos Sainz. Could move into the top 5. But that will not be enough to become champion, I don't think. I think he needs P4. I think he needs P4 in this race. How do I get this engine? All mods. Tiago and Lolzat, thank you much for the follows. Welcome. And Sean, what a legend. W's in the chat for Sean. Top gifter and top streak on the TikTok right now. And well done to everybody who's hitting those likes on the TikTok stream. Can we get to 100k? And if you're watching over on the Twitch or the YouTube, welcome in. Good to have you here. Good to have you all here. Say hello. Brandon, thank you for the follow. I'm trying to get away from Stroll. It's difficult here. It's difficult as Max Verstappen does move past Carlos Sainz, but I think it might be too little too late to try and catch up to the podium. But we shall see. If Yuki Tsunoda fights with George Russell, anything is possible, chat. 1 in the chat if you believe that we can win the championship today. 2 in the chat if you do not. 1 in the chat if you believe that we can win the championship today. 2 if you do not. And when I say today, I mean this sprint race right here, right now. Max Verstappen breaking away from Carlos Sainz. But is he closing in on his teammate? Will his teammate give up the position? Will there be team orders down at Red Bull for Yuki Tsunoda to move out of the way? Come on. For the chaos. What did you do? I made a cool video for Silverstone tonight in TS. It's like a little hype trailer. Nice. Go. Push. Come on. David, thank you for the follow. SP, thank you for the follow. Max, thank you for the follow as well. As where is Verstappen? He's broken away from Carlos Sainz, but is he gaining on his teammate? 5 laps of this race left to go. 5 laps separate me and my 3rd championship in Formula 1. And the first driver since Jack Brabham to do it in a team bearing your own name. Will it happen today? I've still got to try and hold on to P8 ahead of Lance Stroll, my own teammate. And hey, look, if Nikola Solov overtakes me to stop me from winning the championship, then maybe he really will be on the chopping block. Now, of course, we have put an offer for Oliver Behrman. If it's not accepted, Solov might stay. Miles Jack. And that's SJ. Thank you much for the follows. As I feel like we are catching up to Antonelli. I feel like we're only quicker in the last few laps of this race. How are our tyres looking? 20... We're not at 25% yet. Dan, let's go. Let's see what we can do. If I can gain more positions in this race, that'll be huge for us. And we've broken out of the 1 second from Lance Stroll. And that will allow Nikola Solov to move up into the top 9. And if anything happens ahead of us, was Bruce McLaren ever driver champion? Sadly not. They've been on softs for 20 laps, yeah. AI tyre wear is pretty decent around here. And also tyre wear in 100% races are better, of course, than it is in 50, as these two are going side by side. And I think Max Verstappen is indeed catching up to the drivers ahead of him. Max Verstappen is catching up to that podium. And if they fight, chat, then it will make things easier for Max to get them. But they're all in a train right now. And we are running out of laps as Carlos Sainz gets overtaken by Kimi Antonelli. Can I get past Carlos Sainz as well in this race? Nicholas Solov, we have a safety buffer behind us. He's not in our DRS, of course. But also, I doubt he'll go for that move. I doubt he'll take away that championship from us. But let's see, chat. Never say never. As the sandwich comes in with the super chat. Thank you very much for the $9.99 super chat. Max Verstappen. We got a Max Verstappen chat fan in the chat. Oh dear. I raced at Interlagos yesterday. I'm at the strip now. Watch on YouTube now. Welcome in, Sharif. Can we close in on the cars ahead? Can we give ourselves that extra safety buffer? Will Max Verstappen get past Yuki Tsunoda, George Russell, and Charles Leclerc this race? They're all scrapping with each other as I'm back in the DRS range of the cars ahead of me. Let's see what we can do here. I like racing cars, don't we all, DN? Don't we all? Let's see what we can do over the remaining 3 laps of this race. How much has Charles Leclerc and George Russell compromised themselves to allow Max Verstappen an opportunity? They're getting closer. He's right on the back. He'll only be a couple of laps away from maybe securing DRS on his own teammate. Can we even see them up the road? As I'm going to be in the DRS of Carlos Sainz. Max Verstappen, I think, will be in the DRS of Yuki Tsunoda. And if he's not, it's only a matter of time before he is. And if he secures that top 3, as it stands right now, then he will hold on an extra round for the championship. Here we go. Carlos Sainz ahead. He will go defensive. Can I have a look around the outside? I'm going to try it. It's a little bit deep on the brakes as we go around the outside of Carlos Sainz. Oh, he closes the door and then holds the brakes on me. And that will compromise me a lot as we try and go on the attack of Carlos Sainz. If I can get P7, it gives me that little bit of extra safety buffer. As I go around the outside of the Williams driver, it's wheel to wheel between the two of us. But once again, Carlos Sainz can hold on to it. He'll go defensive. Or will he? Oh, he puts me on the grass slightly. And I can keep the car through there. But unfortunately, Carlos Sainz does hold on to it. But I've taken him out of the DRS range of Kimi Antonelli here. So that does present an opportunity for us in this race. Let's see what we can do. Carlos Sainz holding on nicely. Unable to break through. Our straight line speed just isn't good enough at the moment, chat. It just is not good enough. And so here we go. Down in towards this corner now. Go, go, go. Let's see what we can do with Carlos Sainz. Wheel to wheel. We'll get the DRS. We'll get the advantage. He closes the door slightly there. We get the slipstream to the outside line. It's wheel to wheel between all of us. Where is Max Verstappen in this race as well? He's still P5 as we go deep around the outside of Carlos Sainz. Constricted wheel to wheel between the two of us. I get the DRS once again on Sainz as he goes very, very defensive into this corner. I burn all the battery down in towards turn 4 and 5. And around the outside once again with Carlos Sainz, still keeping it close and wheel to wheel, but I just can't get the traction anymore off the car as Carlos Sainz. He will go defensive again. I'll try it again around the outside of Carlos Sainz, and it's worked. But has it? He's still there around the outside. It's still close and wheel to wheel between the two of us. Can we have a look at the inside through here? We can. We can have a look, and we're going to burn the battery to try and go again to the inside line on Carlos Sainz. The battling is intense on the final lap of the sprint race. A championship is on the line, but Carlos Sainz cannot. We cannot overtake Carlos Sainz for the time being. Oh, as it's deep into this corner, that might allow an opportunity for Nicholas Solov, but he will not overtake me as my teammate. He will not overtake me as we're going to burn all the battery to the line. It's going to be P8 on track. Will it be the championship? Where is Max Verstappen? Where is Max Verstappen? Is that the championship? I don't know. I don't know. Max Verstappen, driver of the day. Did he get them on the last lap? Where did he finish? Are we the champ? We've done it! We are the champion of the world again. In our own team at Formula One.
In history. can only
Let's
one
go.
champion, however.
Let's
Here
go.
they are
However,
now,
it's not
our
over
new
yet, chat.
Formula One World
That car looks
Drivers
sexy.
Champion.
And that is the car of a champion. Let's
So with the
freaking go.
sprint
David
concluded,
from last
join us
night
next
coming
time
in
for qualifying.
with the
And of
Super
course, the main event this
GGs.
weekend's
Thank you much, David,
Formula One Grand
for the
Prix.
4 Super
We'll see
GGs.
you
What
next
a
time.
legend. What a legend. W's in the chat for David. Oh, that was insane, chat. What a drive. What a fight with Carlos Sainz. Couldn't quite get enough to get that position, but I think that 1 point won it for us. I think that 1 point, there is 108 points available now. If I look at the standings, that 1 point, thank you much, wow, I woo. Thank you much for the GG. That gap puts it to 108. And on countback, it is impossible for Max Verstappen to win the championship. No team orders for Yuki, or he ignored them and went for his own podium. I don't know how that worked out in the end. It was very, very close to the end of the sprint race. I want to see how close, actually. Should we watch back at the replay? How close was Max Verstappen at the end of that race? Because obviously we were fighting with Sainz. We had no idea where Max Verstappen was at the end of this race. Obviously the fights that we had cost him from getting up to the back end of those drivers at the end there. And we go to the final lap of this race. Let's watch on board with Max Verstappen. And fast forward, did he have any opportunity? I think with Yuki Tsunoda in the slipstream of Charles Leclerc, there was no chance. And he was close, but he wasn't close enough. And because Tsunoda had DRS, Tsunoda didn't want to give up the fight. And sadly for Max Verstappen, in doing that, he does not become champion this season. Or he doesn't continue it anyway. We do open lobbies, but we do them on a Sunday. What engine is it? It's a V10 engine that we run. Well played. Appreciate all the time and effort you put into the channel. Great entertainment. Thank you much, Lee Carter. Stop spamming in the chat, though, please, Michael. Michael, you spam in the chat one more time. We'll get rid of you. I've already said it's a V10 engine. What game? F1 25. Thank you much for the follow, Craig. Thank you, everyone, for hitting that follow button. I hope you all enjoyed that race. We are not done yet, though. We have still got a championship to fight for. And this is the one that kind of matters the most when it comes to my team career mode. Like, yes, we've done a, is there any gift I can send to make up for the YouTube sub for 100% online? Unfortunately, there isn't, Hamish, because we can't keep track of it. You won't be able to get into the race check-in channel. So you have to either become a Twitch subscriber or a YouTube midfield member, because you get given a role in the Discord that allows you access to the channel. Dari, thank you much for the follow. Thank you very much. I want to try and get that for the TikTok subscribers, but it's not there yet. So we need to figure that out. There's something that keeps on going wrong between linking it with my Discord, and I don't know what it is. But yeah, in the constructors, it's still very close. Mercedes and Ferrari have a chance of taking the constructors title away from us. And that is all because, really, Nicholas Solov has just not been performing. Once again, out of the points today. Yes, he only finished 1 place behind us, but still out of the points today. And we need a teammate that when we aren't quite on the pace, they are backing up the results. And they're not doing that right now. Craigie Cam, thank you very much for the follow. But that is going to do for the sprint race. Let's get into the main race for the Brazilian Grand Prix and see if we can put one hand on the constructors title going forward. Let's see what we can do, though, chat. For now, though, little prediction. 1 in the chat if you think that we can win the constructors. 2 in the chat if you don't think we're going to win the constructors. 1 in the chat if you believe that we are going to win the constructors. 2 if you don't. There we go. There's our name on the trophy. For the 3rd time in Formula 1, we won the Drivers' Championship with Mercedes, then with Ferrari, and now in Season 8 of our 2025 game career mode, we are champion again with our own team. Sean saying we're not going to be a champion. 3-time world champion? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Right, engine-wise, I think I can run new parts. We've got new parts. We might as well run them. Like, so many new parts. So let's just run these parts. Otherwise, they're just going to waste. So let's run them. Definitely a new gearbox, because we can. And with that, we are going to go to the next session. Hayden, I might do midfield member on PS5, but PS5 doesn't have Discord. How will it work? What do you mean on PS5? It's either YouTube or it's Twitch. I don't know what you mean. It's either YouTube or Twitch. Right, let's get into the qualifying session then for the main race. Let's get your predictions in the chat. Where do you think we are going to qualify? Thank you very much, Baldy, for the rose as well. Like on my PS5, I go onto YouTube. that's fine. If you could do
It's a
midfield member,
Saturday
then that's
showdown.
fine.
Anyone fancy some hot
Um,
laps around Interlagos?
But surely you have
It's
Discord on your
qualifying
phone,
day here for the Sao
on your
Paulo
laptop,
Grand Prix.
on your PC. Did you hear JB saying you can't keep the World Drivers' Championship because there is only one trophy and it stays with the current? And his manager paid 35k so JB can have a replica at home. I mean, for sure, you'd all pay for a replica, right? We would all pay for a replica of that trophy. Franz Herman, thank you much for the P3. The faith in me. Let's go. Harold Brooks says P3 as well. We've got GR63 says P3. Turkey, thank you for the follow. Nemesis for the follow. DH01 says P5. Get your predictions in though, chat. Art, thank you for the follow. Everyone, get your predictions in for qualifying. Where are we going to qualify? It's a dry qualifying session this time. I think it's going to be just as difficult. Let's see how we go. Second for Sean. Shut says P5. Ollie says P2. Delta P2. Athy P1. Finley P7. Quigley says P2. Did we hydrate? I'm hydrating now. L3MO says P5. Beaming says P6. F1 Racer says P1. You will crash out. That's outrageous. If we start last though, chat. Alright. What bets are we putting on? I mean, we did this in Austria, remember? A lot of people said, if you do a last to first, we'll whip out this. As we are champions, should we do a last to first? Should we attempt it? Brazil is not an easy track to attempt to that, though. It's not a track that I'm good at. P1, not happening. Outrageous. Is my car still OP? No. We are very, very close with Red Bull and Mercedes up at the top. Pit start. I wish we could. I wish we could start at the pits. I'm going to wait till the end of the session. I am a hater 366 days of the year. Get him in the bin. Put him in the bin. Put Ishan in the bin. As there's my team. Whilst I'm champion, my teammate is lagging behind, chat. Alright, what does that say? That says a lot, I feel like. P11 if you did a last to first. Yeah, I mean, I think it would be difficult around here. DNF says Michael. Liam says P5. Right, I'm just going to feed my Snorlax in Pokemon Sleep, and then we'll get racing. Snorlax needs to be fed, chat, okay? Snorlax needs to be fed. He's got a long day ahead of him. Ollie Curtis, thank you very much for the rose. How many roses are we on total? How many roses are we on total? Once again, I've got my Yano shirt on today. Going to try channeling my inner Yano. Let's go, Tom. Let's go. Once again, we have got the goal of 700 roses by TikTok. 700 a day for 5 days is what they've challenged us. Eva, your teammate is also you're goated. I mean, we are goated, but my teammate has been struggling. 372. That is insane, chat. That's an insane amount of roses. All of you are legends. Thank you very much. And shout out, of course, to Sean for top gifter and top streak on the stream. And to whoever is top on the likes. Shout out to you. How many likes are we on? Did we get 100k likes in that race? I'll go on to my other account. This one's restricted. I appreciate it, Tom. Don't have to, but I appreciate it. How many likes are we on? 98k. We didn't do 100k likes by the end of the race. Come on, chat. Come on, I believe in you. Get that four-finger technique out. Blah, 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 like that, you know. I'm doing Hall of Fame. Joe, please take over from me. Any sleep. I'll keep my eye out. My name is Sean, by the way. Welcome in, Sean, who is also Kavita. Oh, blimey, is this lady British? Yes, I am. I is British, innit? I is British. You better get pole. I've just put 5,706 points on you getting on pole. Okay, well, I'll try my best for you. I will try my best to get on pole. As we got Logan Sargent fan coming in with a streak, coming with a 20 roses. Is that Tom Coleman's burner account? Thank you much for the 20 roses, Logan Sargent fan 2. Really appreciate the love on the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, let's fast forward. I don't think softs are a viable tyre around here, so I'm going to use them. I mean, they did last 20 laps. And there we go. Now we've got 100k likes. And now we can go out for qualifying. And now we're going to go and see what we can do. Let's just double check our fuel, though. because we might still have the fuel from, yes, we do, from the other qualifying session. So we bring that down and we go again. The Kiki, thank you very much for the follow on Twitch. As Dare Cami is coming in with a big rose streak at the moment. Will they overtake Sean for the top streaker on the stream? Time will tell. For now, though, we are going to go out on track and do our flying lap here in qualifying and see where that is going to put us. P6, baby, come on. Let's see, it was P6 in the sprint race. If I get a P6 in the quali, I'll be happy with that. Of course, the car isn't as great. I do struggle around Brazil as well. So let's see what we can do, chat, as we come around the final corner. I'm going to put it in medium. We don't need to maximize the battery right now. We can save it for the rest of the lap. A squarehead comes in. Thank you much for the follow. Yo, so many roses. 349 roses to start the lap with, and that is going to be enough motivation to go for pole position. Thank you very much to Dare for the 349 roses, and surely that is enough to put them to top streaker of the stream. What is that sound? It is a beautiful V10 engine, as we've also hit 700 roses apparently on the stream. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you very much for all the love and support on the stream, chat. I really appreciate it from all of you as we go through the right-hander. Let's go. Nice. Thank you very much for the extra rose as well, Dare. It's not currently purple in the first sector, but that's okay. This is just a banker lap at the moment, just to get the eye in and see what we can do over the rest of the qualifying session, of course. As we go into the final corner now. Try and take a bit of curb, but not too much to unsettle the car. Now back on the throttle. And away we go. Favorite track? Silverstone, Spa, Qatar, Monaco. As we come to the line, it's going to be a 106. Currently only good enough for P9, but beating who was my championship rival, Max Verstappen. He's not had a good run so far. So let's see. Michael, stop spamming in the chat, please. I warned you earlier. I will. This is your last warning. Any more spamming in the chat, Michael? We'll get rid of you. I won't miss you, bro. Let's go back to garage. Bad boy, Michael. Exactly. Yes, Kavita. What is it? Return to garage. Yes. Dare Kemi, thank you much for the 3 roses. Thank you. Appreciate all the love on the stream. Hope you're well, mate. I'm doing very well, Ben. Hope you are well as well. Again, there's somebody spamming in the TikTok chat. Bro, you can spam all you want. You're just going to get banned. Linus is mod. He will happily put you on a mute if you're going to spam the chat. It's your choice. Mr. Who is your favorite Pokemon? My favorite Pokemon are Fampi and Grookey. They're my favorite. One Naz. Thank you very much for the follow. Right. Let's get a new set of tyres on, chat. Let's go for another lap. Nicholas Solov under pressure, but performing here. And this is what we need if we want to win the Constructors' Championship. I need him to have performances like this to put it up at the top. Thank you very much for the follow. Don't spam again. Brahma, what is my favorite track? I did say, I don't know whether you got ads, but I said my favorite track is the likes of Monaco, Spa, Silverstone, Qatar. Tracks that flow really nice. I didn't see him. No, that's fine. You took care of him in the right amount of time. Don't worry about it, bro. I appreciate it. Him, thank you very much for the follow. They are him. Right. Let's fast forward to about 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes 12. It's a long pit exit. And we're going to go on track and see what we can do. They're going out on track as well. Or maybe they're coming in. On a brand new set of tyres. Let's go. Everybody leaving the track right now. Drive out.
Checks complete. Everyone
Let's do it, chat.
We've got a car leaving the
Mister,
garage.
you prefer Ricky or Lolly? I love both of my Italian stallions. I don't have a preference. They are both amazing content creators and people. You look rich. I wish I was, bro. Why is the whoa? What's happening to the curb there? You like drive over it and it's getting painted white. I wish I was Goku. I wish I was. Right. I'm rich on life though because I have so many amazing people in my community. So that makes me rich anyway. Sorry to get all cheesy on everybody. Predictions on top 4 teams in F1 26. Sadly, I think it's going to be the same top 4 teams. I think it's going to be McLaren, Mercedes, Ferrari, and Red Bull. And I know some of you are like, why are you sad about that? I just would like to see different Did I see the CS sign-ups? Flavio Baldacci, the MotoGP esports guy, signed up. I haven't. We're not really looking at sign-ups right now because we've got quite a lot of reserves and stuff like that. So we're not really looking at reserves really until next season. Because there's quite a lot of reserves we want to kind of try out. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get into the last qualifying session of the stream. And let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Where can I download the mods? Overtake.gg is where you can get all of the mods. Into hot lap mode for the last lap in qualifying. Let the car flow through turn 1. Try and cut as much as we can get away with through turn 2 and 3. Really hug the left-hand curve. The shortest run through that corner as we burn the battery, and we're about a tenth and a half up on our lap time at the moment. Chuck the car in through turn 4 and then back on the throttle and burn the ERS through turn 5. 2 tenths up at the moment as we get into 8th gear. Just a little shift down into 7th and 6th. A little bit wide, but it's okay. We get the car tucked back in. Try and get the car in for the left hand, the right hander of the hairpin. And just try not to lose the car through any of these corners. Big traction zones here. Easy to lose the car. Probably could have burned a bit more battery on the run into this turn, but it's nice and tidy so far. Now we burn the battery, try and open up the corner, not to lose the rear. It's 4 tenths up, and we're going to need a big one after the poor first lap that we put in earlier on. Now, acceleration all out of the final corner, burning the battery all the way to the line now, chat. DRS wide open as we keep the tightest, shortest line to the start-finish line. It's 5 tenths up, and it is good enough for only P7 in this race. That's crazy, chat. That is crazy. I'm having issues signing up, bruh. I'm going to have to sign up in like 1 hour. You can't sign up to the race anyway. The race check-in, as I say, does not open until like 30 minutes before the community race tomorrow. You keep looking away and still stay on track. I'd be up in the stands somewhere. Hey, I've been doing this job since 2020, live streaming. So you kind of get used to it, like looking away from the screen. And I do still make mistakes in places, though. As Nicholas Solov out-qualifies me for the first time in a long time. P5 for Nicholas Solov, P7 for me. George Russell puts it on pole. Luckily, it's only one of the drivers. We've got Alexander Albon behind us. If the two Mercedes beat us today in today's race, we have got problems. Because they are only 32 points behind us, which is easily to catch up. No like getting the subscription. It's rough out here. Yeah, if you want to get a subscription, it's up to you. You don't have to. Obviously, if you want to race tomorrow, and you want to get priority in the race, that's how you've got to do it. But if you can't do it, you can't do it. It is what it is. I can't help you. I don't know what I can do for you. Checo's Estonian. Yeah, just allow it. Allow it. Allow it. We've got Sergio Perez, and we've also got Valtteri Bottas and Daniel Ricciardo name changed, but they have taken over other drivers. So Valtteri Bottas is actually Liam Lawson, but we've name changed him. Sergio Perez has been name changed over Paul Aaron, and Daniel Ricciardo over Jack Doohan. So that's why they are those. Okay, right. Without any further ado then, chat, let's get into the race session for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Since when did Solov decide to be good? I know, we win the championship, and all of a sudden he's like, he can drive now. If he helps us win this championship, then that'll be amazing. But I think Solov is on the chopping blocks, chat. I think he might be on the way out. Can I go back to F124 for a stream? I don't know why I would do that, because F124 is one of the worst games they've ever made. So I will pass. Carved in stone. Thank you much for the go for it and the you're awesome. Right, let's get into the race for today. So I can join a session. Bro, stop being a cheapskate. Just get F125. F126 is dropping on F125. It is a good game, and you should probably just get it. Get it at discounted price. It will be on discount now. Then you can come race with us. Right, let's get the predictions for the race. Ollie Curtis, thank you much for the rose. And let's see where we finish. I want to know, will F126 be an add-on? Yes, it will be. It will be. What's so bad about F124? It's like driving a shopping trolley. You're basically steering with all 4 tyres. It's terrible. It is the worst game. And I think you can ask a lot of people that F124's handling is the worst handling they've ever done. Right, let's get into the race. Let's get your predictions. Everybody in chat, I want to know from all of you, where do you think we are going to finish in this race today? Where do you think we are going to finish in this race? Welcome in, Carmad. Hello to you. Hello to Liam. Let's get all of your predictions in the chat. Mr. Wolf says P2. Delta says P3. Ollie says P1. Linus P4. Carman says P1. Brian P5. 257 says P4. Lucas P4. Liam P4. Carmad P1. Spold P4. Prab P22. Rodaj P5. Harold 3rd. Jan says P4. We've got Was P5. Anthony Pan says P1. My favourite football team is Portsmouth. Ryan Reed says P3. Where did we quality? Hey, I missed it. P7. Beaming says P9. Roman P2. Jaden P12. Lima P1. Podium for short. Theo says P4. In the pits, I'm only joking. Third or higher in strategy. P8 now that you don't have to fight for the championship. P5. Liam says P3. Theo says P4. I say you're going to finish. Let's hope. Let's hope. I'm in. Jaden P12. Roman P2. Henner's P2. Darren P3. I went to Red Bull headquarters yesterday. Got to see the new Red Bull and met Max number 1 mechanic. Nice. Craig P4. Darren P3. Dot P3.
Sections bookend the famous and highly technical sector 2.
Where do we start though? Yay, 5k to me. Let's go. Let's go. How long have you been playing F1 games for? Since like early 2000s I've been playing F1 games. I can't remember if it was 1999 or 2000 was my first F1
Moving
game.
on to the rest of the grid.
I feel like I got a PlayStation 1 in like 2000 Christmas.
Solid
P5, yeah, P4 in qualifying, or P7 in qualifying for us.
And alongside me, a man.
And let's go look at the sexy cars. Oh, we're on the grid right now.
Anthony Davidson.
The extra liveries that we've got. There's the McLaren. That's what the McLaren should be. The white should be instead of the black. It would be such a great livery if they put the white. But of course, the number 1 livery is that one right there. Now that is chat is what we call a sexy livery. That is what we call a sexy livery.
It's a great
and we get to see the number 1 on the car next season. We get to see the number 1 on the Gullis Racing car.
Lots of important corners to get right, and it's a track where.
How did I get all the mods? Overtake.gg. You'll find all the mods over there. Okay then, chat. Let's get into the race. And let's see what we can do. So, strategy-wise, they want a one-stop. A one-stop is possible. I believe Senna did a one-stop last season. Is a 2-stop better? I mean, the fact that the softs work is crazy to me. The fact that the softs are a working tyre. Ryan Reed, thank you for the follow. Kadas as well. Thank you for the follow. The DLC probably going to be price of a full game. I'm hearing rumours that it's going to be around 25 to 30 pounds, which is where I think it should be. Don't quote me on that. I'm just hearing rumours. Somebody could easily just make that up, right? Somebody could easily just say online, go, I think it's going to be this. The same way there's some people be like, oh, it's probably going to be like £80 for the DLC. And then somebody goes, oh, I heard it's going to be £80. I think it will be around 25 to 30, which makes sense because it's a DLC. And I think that's a fair price for it. As long as, of course, there are the 26 cars in the game and it's not just like a 26 world car. And there are actually 26 cars in the game. If it's more than that, then... yeah, I think they're being a little bit too greedy. Open lobbies not today. Open lobbies will be tomorrow. I hope so, but wouldn't be surprised if they make it crazy expensive. I'd be surprised if they will, because they know they're under slack anyway for not making a 2026 game. And I think they wouldn't. What about £26? I don't know why you're negotiating. You're negotiating with the wrong person. Okay? I don't know why you're negotiating with me. I don't make the deal. I don't make the price. It's just what I've heard. I think it might be something around 25 to 30. I don't know, Craig. I use SERPs with the Steam version, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. Right, let's change the strategy a little bit. So this is currently the fastest strategy. I might go for this one because it's better with tyres, and we'll have the better tyre wear. But what is like a medium... what if we add an extra pit stop? See, it is potentially faster, chat. I might do the extra pit stop. What about hard? That's too slow. So we went with the wrong call. We should have gone with a balanced strategy. We could have run the mediums. Okay, I think soft, medium, soft. Could be the strategy we go for today, chat. I think the 2-stopper will help us with tyres. It will make the race a bit more exciting for us as well, having to make overtakes. And I think there's not too much of a difference. So what do we reckon, chat? 1 in the chat for the 1-stop, 2 in the chat to have some fun and go for a 2-stop strategy. 1 in the chat for the 1-stop strategy, 2 in the chat So have some fun and go for the 2-stop. Just ignore if 2-person. Just curious and ask for specific numbers, but did it take you long to be in the position you can make living during your full time? I mean, I've been doing content since 2015. So yeah, I mean, it's been a grind. It's not like something that's just going to turn around in a day. Anyone who wants to do it, you got to be ready to work for it. Okay, it's not a case of just like I just jump on and I play games. There's a lot more things that go on behind the scenes in terms of editing and putting out content and talking with people and stuff like that. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's just a case of just hitting go live once and all of a sudden you can make it a full-time job. It's definitely a grind. But, you know, it's an amazing job. I can't complain. I'm very, very lucky to be in this position where I play a game that I really enjoy and I get to chat with so many people online and entertain all of you lot. So I'm very, very lucky and very grateful for the job that I have. And I also get to go to great opportunities as well. Weather report, dry throughout the whole race. Let's do this one, though. Let's have some fun, chat. Imagine if the 3-stop was actually faster. There was a race, I can't remember the race that we did, but there was a race where I was on a 1, someone else was on a 2, and someone else was on a 3. And that was really cool. Are you sure this is Brazil? Unless there's any hidden rain in the race like we did get at Kota, then at the moment, no rain. I'll get a weather report. Weather report.
Conditions look stable.
Yeah, nothing at the moment.
No
So we're all
rain
fine.
currently
We're all
expected.
fine. Right, it's formation lap chat. So I want to know from all of you lots how internationale we are today. Where is everybody in the world today? What time is it where you are right now? It's 12:10. 10 minutes past 12. We've got Malaysia in the chat. We've got UK. We've got England, UK, Sydney, Australia, sunny Yorkshire, Britain, South Africa, Wales, Brighton, Australia, Slovakia, Belgium, Britain, Wales, Scotland, UK, watching from the Gullis pit wall in IKEA right now. BG, we've got Lithuania, California, US, Vietnam, Malaysia, Netherlands, London, Bermondsey, India, the Netherlands. We've got Devon, UK. We've got Estonia. You know Hayden, but I forgot Hayden's pit wall, AK Sweden. Exactly. IKEA, Sweden. That's where you are right now. North Korea, we've got UK London, same place when you were last asked. What I think about the Scottish people. They're all great apart from Doctor. Gullis Pitwell, wait, you can buy tickets. I'm about to give you the boost you need to win this race. Okay, give me that boost. Give me that boost button where I want to go like this. You know, mouth wide open. Are they funny? Are who funny? Scottish people? Hey, Scottish people are great. I think Scottish people are great. They don't like us English, but I like Scottish people. Right, let's line up on the grid. Let's see what we can do from here, chat. As we're about to go racing.
Watch for those lights.
For the race today here in Brasilia. And let's see what we can do, chat. As we line up on the grid. Everybody lined up. The lights are coming on. The engines are revving. And we go racing here in Brasilia. And of course, as always, holy wheel spin. Oh my god, I might as well start last in these races now. You just cannot get off to a good start on this game compared to the AI. They are just too good with their race starts as Colapinto cuts in front of me. I dropped 7 places at the start of this race. It's absolutely insane as Colapinto goes defensive, running down into turn 4 and 5. Around the outside I go on Franco Colapinto to take that position back. And I'm going to go aggressive early on in this race as we go around the outside of Oliver Behrman, maybe my future teammate, on the inside now. And there we go. Moving up places. Charles Leclerc, the highest rated driver in Formula 1 right now. Will he get a car to win the championship, though? It still hasn't happened for him. As we go side by side with the Ferrari. Around the outside through there. Max Verstappen, the next car in front of me. Let's see if we can get past my old championship rival. Of course, we are the champion now. As I can see, Der Kimi is on a 400 row streak at the moment. That's insane. Absolutely insane. Typical Hayden Gullis start, exactly. Think you're on the throttle way too early. I was revving the car like it's a 2026 car, chap, all right? I was just revving the car like it's 2026. Come on. Let's see what we can do down to this corner. Nice and easy. Hayden, I'm back. Welcome in, bro. We keep it side by side with Leclerc. We hold on to it. Thanks for the reply. Yeah, that's why I asked, because I'm guessing people don't understand the commitment it takes. Yeah, some people think you just jump on and it's just like you play a game and that's it. But there's so much more that you have to do. But yeah, as I said, I'm very grateful for it. I enjoy it. I have a lot of fun with it. And I'm very happy. Champions drive from the back of the grid. Exactly, chat. Exactly. We are going to be doing undercuts. I don't know what strategy they're doing. Driver in front.
It's Verstappen ahead. Time last lap, 1 minute,
What
17.
is he on? As Dare Cammy comes in with the 700 roses. And he is on a 2-stop. He's on a 2-stop, just like I am. Thank you very much, Dare Cammy, for the 200 roses. An absolute legend. And there is indeed my boost. I have been boosted. Just you watch. Look at this. Those 700 roses. Every rose gives me an extra brake horsepower. Look at this now. Oh my god, I'm so fast! Let's see if we can get past Max Verstappen though. I think we can. The DRS is working well for us all of a sudden. As Max Verstappen will go defensive. We're going to tuck right up behind him, then tuck out of it very late. Round the outside of Max Verstappen. Can we hold on to it? Sergio Perez up next. Yes, we can. And that is us up into the top 10 and into the points once again in this race. Nicholas Solov doing a good job, scoring some good points, but I need to try and elevate my way up the grid as Sergio Perez moves under braking. We managed to avoid him though and move ourselves into the top 9. More points scored. We do not want Mercedes outscoring us by a lot in this race. Otherwise, they are going to catch us up in the championship. Right now, George Russell leads the race. So that's easy 25 points gained. Me and Solov are in the points. Solov is ahead of Alexander Albon. But as it stands right now, we're going to lose out. I have somebody doing my videos or who? I don't actually have any editors for my YouTube. Because I don't make any actual videos. Because I don't have any editors. But I also do all the shorts and stuff myself. Hey, look, I'd love to find an editor. But at the moment, I just don't know if I have the budget to take someone on. All right, let's see what we can do with Antonelli. We've got the DRS on him. He will also get offensive. Similar move like we can on Max Verstappen. Very late, darting out of the slipstream to go around the outside. Antonelli moves into the side of us and actually compromised our line through there and stops us for going for a move on Kimi Antonelli. So let's keep on pushing. Go, 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 go. Round the outside now on Kimi Antonelli into this corner, into turn 4. And we are flying. We're using the soft tyres now to push like hell, chat. I mean, I have a degree in editing. I mean, if you have a degree in editing, you're probably too expensive for me, Eris. But, I mean, drop me a message in the DMs and we can see. We can see. If you want to edit for me, feel free to DM me on Discord. And we can see what we can do. We can see what we can do, chat. If you are interested. Right, go, go, go. 132k likes right now and 1,448 roses. Can we beat our record of the week? Our record for likes and roses this week, chat, has been 450,000 likes on a live stream. And it was only a 3-hour live stream. And the record for roses was 2,300, I think.
Condition still looking good.
So let's see if we can beat that by the end of the stream. But shout out to Dammy. 450k, hell yeah, GB. Hell yeah. I know, right? Insane. Welcome in, GB. Welcome in, player. But shout out to Sean, who is top gifter on the stream. And shout out, of course, to Mr. Dare Cammy, who is, of course, the top streak with the 700 roses. Insane. Creaking, thank you for the follow. Cleanest driver I've seen on the game. Well, you know, I am Creator Series cleanest driver of season, what was it, season 10? Season 9? The inaugural cleanest driver in Creator Series. All right, big boy, calm down. Hey, the only big boy here is GB with that huge dong. Paul, thank you much for the roses. Right, let's try and see if we can get past Carlos Sainz. How do we get on in this sprint? We finished P8, which was enough to secure the Drivers' Championship. The first driver since Jack Brabham to win a championship driving his own car. Insane. Don't listen to him, GB. He said I was his favourite streamer earlier. I think he's lying. As we go side by side with Carlos Sainz down in towards this corner. Wheel to wheel at the moment. And we get past him. Boom. Smash Carlos Sainz. Back to P7. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Paul, thank you much for the 2 roses. That guy, thank you for the follow. Muller for the follow. If you are new around here, chat, you're watching for the first time, make sure you hit that follow button. It will be the best decision you will make all day. All right? Whether that's a big investment deal that's won you $1 million. Right? Hitting that follow button is more important. Is a more important decision than that investment deal. Trust me. Okay? Because we are live 5 times a week and you never have to miss a live stream. Doing F1 25 5 times a week. Career mode during the weekdays and on a Saturday. And then we've got the big one, the community event race on a Sunday, where I take on all of you lot, all of my viewers, in a 100% race at a mystery track on a Sunday. We also have 5-lap open lobbies and 35% races as well if you want to get involved in shorter races too. AI difficulty 110. The carnage. Go, 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 go. You're not my favorite streamer. That's okay. I don't have to be. You're here now, and that's all that matters. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. As we go past Alexander Albon, we are flying in this race, chat. We have got better tyres right now, though. The soft tyres working very well, but I don't know what strategies a lot of these drivers are on. As Nicholas Solov is climbing through the field. What a goat. What a goat. GB and Hayden career mode when? GB doesn't stream at my times, though. GB streams at 1 a.m. for me. We couldn't be at polar opposite times. GB's going to bed when I'm waking up in the morning. We'd have to, like, relay a race. That's how we have to do it. We do the same race. It's just like a mid-session save, and then GB just takes over later on. NPC, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in Gomez and the Badger. Thank you for the follows, guys. You're not my favorite streamer. You're my favorite shower. I mean, I do show you a lot in that shower. Go, 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 go. We are absolutely flying in this race right now, chat. If Nicholas Solov wins a race, the race after we've decided to sack him and get in Oliver Behrman, that just writes itself, chat. That just writes itself. Are they going to change the cars too in the next F1 game? I think that they are. A lot of people are saying that they definitely will. A lot of people are saying that it's just going to be like an F1 world car and they're just going to put all the liveries in. I think they will make all of the F1 cars. I think they will make all the teams individual cars. Have I been doing much LMU? I am interested, but I know I will get addicted, so I haven't yet. I will talk about that in a moment after I watch this ding-dong battle that's going on, because I'm going to get the most beautiful switchback on George Russell, who we're in a championship fight with right now in the Constructors, and with Yuki Tsunoda in the Red Bull. But if we can get past both of these drivers, then me and Solov are looking comfortable to win the Constructors Championship in Season 8, in only the second season of Gullis Racing history. Yeah, I've been saying that I'm not in a position right now where I can really afford, work-wise, to not do an F1 stream and do something like LMU, because I'm worried it won't get as much viewership as F1 will. And obviously I kind of need that to keep this as a full-time job. But also playing in my free time, I know that I'll just get addicted and then I won't do any work that I need to do. So at the moment, I haven't touched it. I was going to go for an overtake here on Yuki Tsunoda, but I've run out of battery. I've got no more oomph down the straight, but neither has he. So we're going to go for a lovely overtake down to turn 1 and hope that he doesn't get me back in towards this corner. Now, it's all a load of soft tyre runners, showing that the soft tyres are working very well at the start of this race. Gasly in second, Solov in third, as Tsunoda goes back up the inside. I'm going to go for a dive up the inside, though, on the soft tyres. And there we go. Now we need to regen the battery. As here we go. Right, thank you much to Luca Paul for the follow. Remember, if you're new around in chat, do that follow button. Really appreciate you all. As how many likes are we on right now on the TikTok stream? 9 laps in. 450k, of course, is the overall goal. As we've got a spinner. One of the Cadillacs down in towards this corner. What's my favorite track? My favorite track is... oh, has there been a crash between these two? Let's have a little look. Has there been a crash? Oh, there is. There's front wing damage. But as per usual, that will not be a safety car for Valtteri Bottas, who he basically he left his helmet on a different flight, and that's why he borrowed Liam Lawson's helmet. Okay, that's what's happened there. Circuit to Hayden Gullis. Will that Cadillac bring out a safety car, or will they get moving again? They're still stuck down in that corner. Will they get going before we get there? They're still stuck down in that corner. What are they doing? I think they're going now. Nope. They're still not moving. Oh my God. I think they're moving. I think they're moving. They're moving. They're moving. They've got the car moving again. That's insane, chat. That's insane. 150k likes on the TikTok stream. Let's go, chat. That's huge. Let's go. Nicholas Solov fighting for P2 right now. Oh, my rear tire's starting to drop away from me. When are we boxing? Lap 22? That's going a long way on these tyres. Might be tough. As there goes Yuki Tsunoda. Don't break the front wing. Oh, God. He broke at the apex. Don't do that, please. Don't do that, please. What's happened to George Russell? Has he got damage? Driver behind.
Albon behind. And the time last
I wonder if
lap
George has got
was
damage.
11.4.
And where
They're
is
on
Max
fresh
Verstappen in
mediums.
all of this as well?
Their tyres are 9 laps old. Okay,
All of them
we
losing
think
out big
they've got
time.
2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining.
But let's try and get 250k likes by the end of the race. Let's see, chat. I believe in you all. 100k likes to go. That's easy behavior. Remember, 4-finger technique. All right, you do this. It's slow, but you can just go like that on your phone screen. You can do 4 fingers at a time. Easy. Easy. Gives that screen pleasure. Sound is a V10 sound. Right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. We're in a good battle with Yuki Tsunoda. Unfortunately, we just don't have the battery to break away, nor the straight line speed. So we need to try and do something in the middle, but also make it an easy overtake on Yuki Tsunoda through here if we can. But let's see what we can do, chat. Let's see what we can do. Down in towards this corner. Good morning, Projo. And then, even with DRS, Yuki Tsunoda still able to break away from us. Our top-end speed is better, but his acceleration is just so much better than ours. So I'm going to try and just use the battery, build it back up, and then get a nice, easy overtake. As Country, thank you much for the follow on the stream. Welcome in. And here we go. Yuki Tsunoda currently up next. I'm seeing Solov and Gasly fighting. It's allowing Ayrton Senna to break away in this race. Driver in front.
Tsunoda's ahead of you. Time last lap, 1 minute 10.4. Okay, the
Callum,
gap is less than a
thank you very much for the
They're on
cap
fresh mediums.
over
Okay,
on
they've
the
done 10
TikTok
laps
stream.
on those
Appreciate you.
tyres. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining.
2 stops?
Come on, mate, you're down
Okay,
by
so
8
also on a
tenths a
2 stop.
lap. What have you got?
What have I got? I've got the battery. We've got the battery as Anne comes in with the 5 roses. Thank you very much. Thank you for the follow. Jord, Jack, Une Yamba, OSC, Greg. Thank you all for the follows. Thank you, Tia. As Tsunoda goes defensive, we go to the outside line. Let's try and break away from Yuki. Squeeze him on the inside of the corner to give us a better exit through here. Burn some battery and now need to break away. Who is the Mount Rushmore of Creator Series? Are you asking me or are you asking other people in the chat? As we're going to squeeze Yuki Tsunoda there and try and dive it back around the outside. Great battle here between the two of us. Tsunoda still holds on though. Can't get past him. Maybe a sign. These soft tyres are dying off, and they are. They're at the 25% mark now. So Tsunoda will have that tyre advantage being on the medium. So maybe we can use the Red Bull drivers. I nearly drive straight into the back of him to catch up to Pierre Gasly, you and my teammate as well, who will also be struggling. My Mount Rushmore Creator Series drivers, I think you've got to put Ben, Alex, GB, Tom. That's my Mount Rushmore. I think they're the biggest 4 content creators we've had that raced a lot. Fabio's got to be in there as well. Do I get rid of GB? I think I've got to get rid of GB. I'm sorry, GB. Fabio's just got those muscles on you. All right, maybe if you had that 6-pack, right? Maybe you whipped out that muscle suit. You can stay in. My boy Solov in second. I know he's absolutely flying. Bobby and Slack GP, thank you for the follows. Need to turn down my heating, but also I'm going side by side here. Oh my God, that was a terrible place to sort that out as Alexander Albon dived it around the outside of me. It's way too warm in here. We are sweating. And they're all on medium tyres. They've got a good run, but I've got Leclerc and Russell behind. Leclerc's done a great job to fly back up through the order as Harley comes in with a follow. Thank you very much. 1 in the chat if you think that we can still get a podium in this race. 2 in the chat if you don't. 1 in the chat if you believe that we can get a podium in this race. 2 if you don't. Bro, today you forgot to change shift in a straight. What do you mean? I don't know what you're saying, Kuzu. Also say Aston might not be racing in Australia. That is crazy. That is crazy. How do I start sim racing? You get a steering wheel, I guess. Why is GB not fanning me? I know, right? Outrageous. Oh God. Tyres are gone. Tyres are in a bad state. I think it went well too down on the gears there as well. Not fully focusing. Do we make this a 3-stopper? I may even have to make this a 3-stopper, chat. The tyres just aren't great right now. Blowing right now. Hey. Hey. Is that what keeps on knocking against my steering wheel? Why I keep on making mistakes? That head bobbing. Oh, you meant blowing to fan. Okay, hang on. Well, wait. Hey, I mean, it sounded like it was something else, GB, all right? You can't come into my stream and say blowing and expect me to think about someone else. What difficulty? Yeah, 110. You forgot and you stay in 7 gears sometimes on the straight. Yeah, sometimes it's better. You don't always have to shift up to 8th gear. If it's a short straight, like this straight, yeah, shift up to 8th because it's a long straight. I'm at max revs now. So obviously I go to 8th gear and I build up the revs. But if I go up to 8th to then shift back down immediately, there's no point. You might as well just keep it in 7th. Only shift up to 8th in those situations if you want to try and save fuel. Oh, no! Damn it. Reverse. I've got to wait. Lots of traffic. We've got a safety car. We've got to wait.
Safety car is out.
Lots of traffic.
Up at reduced pace. Keep a close eye
Right,
on
but
that
at least there's a good time for me to make a pit stop. You've done a Hulkenberg Colapinto ampere. Hey, look, it's easily done, chat. It's easily done. Do you know what it was? It was because GB said he was blowing me, and it just got me flustered, as you can see. Right, front wing damage. Let's fix the front wing, and let's go to a set of medium tyres. I wish I had 2 sets of mediums. I think soft, medium would have been the way to go in this race. Soft, medium would have been a good way to go. I feel like the softs are only going to last 10 laps, so I want to try and maybe extend this medium stint, or we go to hards. What do you reckon, chat? Do we go hards, or do we go mediums? 1 in the chat for hards, 2 in the chat for mediums. 1 in the chat for hards, 2 in the chat for mediums. Hards, I think, could be a good shout. And we can extend it, because if we go to softs, or we can go mediums later on. It's just going to give us good tyre wear. Like, really, really great tyre wear. I think a lot of people saying hards. Valtteri Bottas is in the pits. He's a lap down, and he will be in the way under this safety car. That's going to make things rather interesting, chat. As a lot of other drivers do bail into the pit lane. Oh my god, why is it lagging so much? Oh my days, that felt so weird. Hards or mediums? I didn't like the softs. I think I'm going to go hard mediums in this strategy from now on. I don't think I like the softs. We're going to do this. Right, new front wing on the car. Let's go. Durate and VYRXX, thank you very much for the follow. As we're going to come out of the pit lane inside of Jarno Opmeer. Well, that is a phase I didn't expect to say. Why is the curb turning white? It's like we're painting it at the same time. It's crazy. That was really weird. Hello, Aiden. Hello, SK. Welcome in. How do I have different teams? Because I'm just a legend. That's why, really. How are you getting on? Haven't watched you in a while. That's outrageous. Where have you been? Where have you been? It's not good enough. It's not good enough, Bubbleton. No, I've been good, bro. I've been good. How have you been? How have you been? Inside of Jarno Opmeer. Hey, it's a place we all want to be. Inside that brain, obviously, so we can see how good he is as a driver. How do you get the V10? Mods. Everything you hear, see, smell, taste, touch that's different in this career mode to how you usually play the game, I want you to just assume it's a mod. And I want you to assume you'll find it on overtake.gg. And if you can't find it on overtake.gg, then it's not there anymore, maybe. I've been good, thanks, but I don't know where I've been. What do you mean you don't know where you've been? Yeah, the last year has been a blank for you. You're like, I don't know. I forgot it all. Don't worry about it. What is going on today, Hayden? You're a bit different. I don't know. Any way to possibly get mods on console? I don't think so. I don't think so. What is my favourite sport apart from F1? Probably football. I'd probably say football, easily. Right, let's catch up. Paddle's good fun as well. I do enjoy playing paddle. I don't play it a lot, though. But I do enjoy playing paddle. Ricardo is back. Ricardo is back on the grid, but this is probably why right, I know a lot of you want Ricardo back in Formula 1, but this is why you don't want Ricardo back in Formula 1. Bro is 20th right now, in a back marker, struggling. Do you really want your favourite driver to be miserable and at P20 every race? Alright? Just because you want him back doesn't mean he should come back. And yeah, this is a prime example of why Ricciardo shouldn't come back. Because he'll only get a seat in a back marker team, and he'll be struggling at the back for ages. And I feel like for a driver of Ricciardo's caliber, you know, what he's done in Formula 1, he deserves to be happy and not to be depressed at the back of the grid. Hayden, why did you speak like this? Hello, mate. Cheerio. It's because somebody came in the chat and said, hello, Aiden. Like, they spelled my name without the H. And said, hello. So that just made me say it like how they've written it. I'm a Portsmouth fan. Was it me? I don't know about that, Escape. I don't know about that. Right, whilst we're on the safety car, let's shout out Elysian, I think it is, who's probably top likes on the stream. How many likes are we on right now, chat? Are we closing in on 200,000 likes? Are we closing in on 200,000 likes? SK, thank you much for the follow. And Itex as well. 178k. Come on, we can get to 200k likes. You got this, chat. Shout out to Demi. Or, no, Dare. I'm mixing up your two names. Dare Cami. There we go. Dare Cami. Shout out to you for the top streak. And to Sean, who is the top gifter of the stream. Let's see if that can be beaten today. As also on 1,400 roses, which is insane from all of you lot. Gilbert, Nicholas, and Mate, thank you much for the follow. KLN, thank you for the follow as well. Right, let's get ready to go racing again, chat. This is going to get interesting. We've got a back marker in the way. Let's see what happens. Let's get ready to go racing. We're underway once again. They're not burning any battery. So I'm going to put myself side by side with Jarno Otmir. Already on the restart. Will he go defensive? I want him to go defensive. No, he's not. I'm going to go out the inside. I've got yellow already. Oh, what has happened here? What is going on? Yellow, is that the back marker? Have they crashed? I don't think so. Around the outside of Lance Stroll. We had a great battle with earlier on in the race. Here we go, here we go, here we go. With Lance Stroll side by side. At the moment, with that driver, we're going to get the move done. And now at the inside of Franco Colapinto, who is stuck behind Valtteri Bottas, who gets out of the way in the worst possible location for us. But we do manage to navigate our way around Valtteri Bottas, who is now, unfortunately, at the back of the grid. Pepe Marti's up next, and Oliver Behrman, a big old lunge up the inside of Pepe Marti as we go in towards the hairpin section and now around the outside of the Audi driver. Keeping it wheel to wheel between the two of us. My new teammate, maybe. Oliver Behrman up ahead of us on the road with Gabriel Bortoleto in the McLaren, who's had a really struggling end to the season. Banger Honda livery. I know, it looks so good. There's so many great liveries in this career mode. That's basically what I've gone through on Overtake GG. Tizzy, welcome in. How are you still on lap 19? We did the sprint race earlier, and now we're doing the main race, Tizzy. Welcome in. How are you, Tizzy? How have you been? We've missed you. I hope you're well. Okay, DRS now enabled. These hard tyres are working very nicely. They're all on the soft tyres, so they're going to be pushing very, very hard. I think they're all on a two-stopper with a soft medium, is what I assume that they're doing. Ethan, thank you much for the follow. What is the constructors looking like so far? We lead 19 points over Red Bull, 32 points over Mercedes. But of course, where I am right now, it's not great. But we've got Nicholas Solov up in P2 at the moment. So he's on a really good run in this race right now. Can we go for a dive up the inside of Oliver Behrman? We'll have a look. And yes, we can. They're so slow into that corner when they're all bunched up behind the likes of Sergio Perez in the Cadillac. And that is an easy overtake for us to make in this race. Now, I wonder if their strategy is going to change. Are they going to stay on a two-stopper? Are they going to move to a three-stopper? I don't know. I'm staying on a two, but I am going to use the medium tyres instead of the hards, just to give me longevity in the stint. So let's see. Plus skill issue at turn 3. Yeah, there was a skill issue. There was a skill issue. How do you got one driver and yourself in the game? Mods. We just changed the name. Can I get a shout-out, please? I don't know. Can you, Alfie? Around the outside of Gabri Bortoleto, wheel to wheel through turn 2. We are flying in this race, chat. Absolutely flying. How's my day been? It's been good. I woke up, I had a shower, I jumped on stream. I haven't really done much else than that, but other than that, stream has been very good so far. We became champion today. Wonder Save, thank you much for the follow. Let's go through the right-hander. Let's see what we can do. Fastest lap on hards. We are flying, chat. I don't know what it is about us on these hard tyres and in the opening stint, but we're flying when the tyres are good. When the tyres get over a certain amount of wear, then we really struggle. And that's why I think we run better on the harder compounded tyre. Difficulty of AI is 110, but somebody's got to have an issue on this grid. I feel like maybe one of the Mercs. I felt like they had front wing damage earlier, but I don't know. We are possibly going to sack Nicholas Solov. So let's see. Yeah, no, now he's driving like prime Jim Clark. He's fighting for the race win. As we're going to go for the dive around the outside of Sergio Perez. Late on the brakes. Hopefully not too late. It's not. It's still wheel to wheel. And there we go. Up into... Oh! We nearly did it again, chat. We nearly binned it again at the same corner. Unreal. Right, let's not do that, chat. We don't want to do that, as they're fighting very, very hard up ahead. That is George Russell, I believe, with Isaac Hadjar in the Honda. And we're just watching this battle. We're going to save the battery. I think I can even get a lunge on Kimi Antonelli here, because they're all so bunched up the inside. We could have probably done an easier move, maybe even dived up Max Verstappen as well, but we're going to go to the outside line on Kimi Antonelli, get the position done, and move ourselves into P11 in this race. The hard tyres are cooking. I don't know how much it is the hard tyres on how much it is because George Russell and Isaac Hadjar is holding up the whole field right now. Driver in front.
Verstappen's ahead of you, and the time last lap, 1:11.0. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old.
6 laps.
We think they've got one more
One stop. Right, okay, they're still on a one stop, same as me. Got no damage either as Leclerc goes for a move on Carlos Sainz. We can get a great run here. We can get a fantastic run here. Come on, come on, come on. Let's get Max Verstappen around the outside through turn 4 like he did in 2016, but in the dry this time for us, and that's a beautiful move on Max Verstappen. Sainz goes defensive. We go around the outside of turn 4, and at the moment, we are absolutely flying, chat. Through turn 5, we get the run down in towards the right-hander and up the inside, and things are looking very, very good for us right now. We are so good in this race. Leclerc, Hadjar, Russell, all ahead of us at the moment. How much is that because they've been fighting? How much is that because we have the pace? I don't know yet. I don't know. 1 in the chat if you think that we can win this race. If you think we are quick enough to go on to fight for the race win. 2 in the chat if you think no. This phase will pass and you will be slow again. What do you reckon, chat? Thank you much for the follow to Kibby, to Clown Emoji. Thank you for the follows. Aiden, do you have 2 game saves or something? Or do you remove all the mods by hand every time? It's through the mods you can just run a different kind of version of the game. And I would appreciate if you do call me Aiden with an H. Otherwise, I will just start spelling your name differently. Okay? Right, let's see what we can do. Rehan El Yanga, thank you much for the follow. Can we do anything? Oh, that was silly for me. On Isaac Hadjar. That was silly. And let's see what we can do. God, that white peach liv is so beautiful. What the Honda. The Honda looks so good. Bro tried Verstappen 2021 move. Yeah, it didn't quite work. Fion and Rayan, thank you for the follows. Honda is sexy. It's so good. Like, honestly, if I see a good livery on overtake.gg, I'm snapping that up. I'm snapping that up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Push, push, push. He's out of the DRS range. This should be easy. Do I ever run public lobbies? Yes, every Sunday. So if you want to make sure you do not miss out on open lobbies with me, then make sure you hit that follow button. Blake, thanks for the follow. Here we go. Hadjar goes defensively. We go round the outside of the beautiful Honda car. And we will take it. Push, push, push. Go, go, go. He's going to get a run on me, though. Have I ever played Gran Turismo? Yes, I played Gran Turismo 2 back in the day. Hadjar can't go for the move. Right, can we break away? As it stands right now, we are losing out in the Constructors' Championship. No, we're not, because Solov is beating both Mercedes, and I'm only just behind them. So actually, Constructors' Championship, we aren't looking too badly right now. Things are looking pretty good in this race. Teammate number 2. Yeah, teammate's in P2 right now. He has only got 1 podium this season. I am the driver's champion. I've just won the championship in the sprint race. And now all of a sudden, he's absolutely flying. What is going on? AFCB. Thank you very much for the rose. Welcome in. Appreciate you. Go, 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 go. Anthony, thanks for the follow. Gran Turismo was great back in the day. It was a great game. Do I stream tomorrow? Yes, I'll be live tomorrow. We'll be doing open lobbies. 5-lap races, followed by 35% race, followed by a 100% race with all of you lot, with viewers. So all of it will be online races. The Knoll GP, yeah, sponsored by Nola. Yeah, I was so wrong. It's a different livery on that V-carb. Ah, you're on about the pink V-carb livery. Hey, did you accidentally take Solov's car today? Maybe. I've always given him the better car. That's the funny thing as well. I've always given Solov the better car because he is, you know, rating-wise, not quite that high. He's like 72 rated. So I thought, if I give him the better car, then that gives us a better chance of scoring a good result with him. And yet he's got 1 podium. But now, that could be a second. Although I'm waiting to see how he will bottle it. He's got Tsunoda behind. Gasly's up there as well, doing a fantastic job in this race, as we got Charles Leclerc, the highest rated driver in the career mode right now. 99 rated. Absolutely insane, chat. And then it's George Russell. I think has some sort of issue. And then Alexander Albon. Have others around me boxed yet? No. Yes, sorry. Everyone else has boxed. We've all made pit stops. We've all made pit stops in this race, chat. Right, they're going to go side by side. George Russell loses out to Charles Leclerc. Let's find out if he has front wing damage then. Driver in front.
Okay, Russell's ahead. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.3 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They've done 26 laps on those tyres.
He hasn't boxed?
We think they've got one more stop.
He's doing a one stop.
1 minute, 11.3. Right, you're closing in by around 1.4 seconds a lap.
Okay, he has no damage, but he is doing a one-stop strategy. And that safety car might actually help his strategy. I don't know. We've both got 1 pit stop to go. He will be boxing a lot earlier than me, and hopefully for him, won't get traffic. If he gets traffic, he's in a bad place. Welcome in, Fabi. I'm good, how are you? Probably tired of answers, but what's the name of the mod? There isn't like an out-and-out name. Just go to overtake.gg, and you can search up all of the mods. I really hate how AI don't get tire deck. They do get tire deck. Just sometimes not as badly as we do. Right, George Russell. I mean, look, he's so slow right now. Easy overtake on George Russell, but he's not looking to push so hard. He's on older worn tyres. I wonder if Albon's doing a similar thing. Let's ask. Driver in front.
Albon just ahead. Push for that position. Okay, here's the gap that we're trying.
My sister's watching. A good man goes toward. Nice. Here comes George Russell again. Damn.
Okay, they're on old
right around the outside.
Their tyres are 12 laps old. We think
okay, he's done a pit stop. Okay, they're on 1 more stop as well, but he's also done a pit stop. Thank you much, Aaron, for the 4 roses. What a legend. Thank you much for everybody who has supported the stream, who's either hit a like on the screen or has hit that follow button or is gifted to the stream. Really appreciate all of you in the chat. How many likes are we on currently? As Nicholas Solov has lost out to Pierre Gasly, and we're now catching him up. Ashton, thank you for the follow. How many likes are we on now? Have we hit 200k yet? So on the back of this train, that's going to make things much more difficult for me. 197k likes. Come on, chat. You got this. You got this. Shouts out to Kingfish for the 5 roses. Remember, 4-finger technique. Blah, 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 like that. You can send more likes. Yuki Tsunoda fighting with Charles Leclerc right now. Charles Leclerc has got a great chance of winning this race. I don't think that we are worried about the Ferrari team for the championship. Watch this at 4 a.m. Nice. All good, Bubbleton. All good. Thank you very much to Joe for the heart, mate. Appreciate you. Davey for the follow. LFC for the follow as well. Back from Twitch. Welcome, Ryan. All right, we're just watching this battle. I'm building up the battery because they are losing time at the moment in this race. So let them lose the time. Let me build up the battery. A little bit of touch of grass there. Joel comes in with a 3 roses. Thank you very much. I really like the 4 fingers. Yeah, Solov is going backwards, but he's got a bit of a gap now. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. He's struggling. I feel like as soon as we get close to Nicholas Solov, the pressure builds, and he's like, right, I've got to let him through. So, yeah. Don't know what is going on there. Hey, I go back home today from my dad's. Nice. What if they slept till like 8 p.m. and are watching after they wake up? Please say hello. Welcome in, Bartavan. Let's see what we can do. Who do I think is the dark horse for the upcoming season? I don't know. I feel like we've just got the 4 teams. I mean, you could say Audi because we have no idea really on their capable performance. Aston Martin, right, because I think the top 4 is unfortunately still the same top 4, and Aston Martin are so far down, I'm going to go with Aston Martin in saying that they will improve so much across the season, and then that when they get it right, that they will be able to fight for a podium. That's me saying something that probably won't happen, trying to be different. Because I don't think there is a dark horse. Haas could be, yes, but I don't think that they are. I don't think that they are. And historically, only one other team has won with a Ferrari engine that isn't Ferrari. And that is Toro Rosso in 2008? 2007? 2008, I think it was. Right, here we go. Let's get past Alexander Albon. Championship rival in the Constructors here. Side by side with the Mercedes drivers. Nicolas Solov sadly is dropping down the order. Has he boxed yet? That's way too deep for me. Big lock up there from myself. And unfortunately, I am overtaken again by Alexander Albon. Is Solov on a one-stopper? He could be. He could be. As they're going to go side by side. Solov defensive on the inside. Wheel to wheel with Charles Leclerc. Still trying to hold on for that position. That's allowing Yuki Tsunoda to get away. But he holds on to P4. Not too shabby at all. Not too shabby at all from Nicolas Solov. Can I go back up the inside of Alexander Albon here? Late on the brakes. Yes, we can. Good overtaking position. Let's go around the outside. Let's see what we can do here, chat. Around the outside there of Alexander Albon. Charles Leclerc is up next with my teammate Nicolas Solov trying to hold on. How old are those soft tyres? These hard tyres are feeling really, really nice for me now. Really, really nice. And now we're going to burn the battery. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All of the battery. Everything we've got. Solov has no DRS now. Charles Leclerc will probably get past Nicolas Solov. Will we make this a 3-wide overtake to the inside line on Solov and on Charles Leclerc as well? It's deep from us. Charles Leclerc goes to the switchback and he gets the move done. But we get past Nicolas Solov as we move ourselves into the top 5. Driver behind.
Confirmed.
No. Driver behind.
Okay, the car behind is Nicola. Time last lap.
What's he on? One stop or two stop?
11.2. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, their tyres are more than 30 laps
Yeah,
old.
he's on a one-stop strategy, chat.
Stop.
He's going to be boxing soon. He's going to be on a one-stop. I'm not sure it's the right strategy call. I don't know why they put him on that. I think the two-stop is better. Especially as we had a free pit stop with the safety car. Let's go. Thank you much, Ian, for the follow. And that name that's got a load of different symbols. Thank you very much for the follow, Effie. I don't know what your name is, but we're going to go with that. Don't bother sleeping till then. Somebody's staying awake. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's push, push, push. Can we do this, chat? We're absolutely flying in this race right now. Phineas, thank you very much for the heart me. Thank you, Ian, Griff for the follow, Riley, PC, Pranny, Connor, thank you all for the follows. Let's get past Charles Leclerc here as Nicolas Solov does pill into the pit lane. And let's see where he comes out. Of course, doing that undercut. He's going to gain a lot of time on us now. Might give him a chance to get into the lead of the race, but will it be enough to win it? Time will tell. He needs to come out in clean airs. We have Charles Leclerc having a look again. We go round the outside, and that is beautiful. As leading this race is the Williams of Pierre Gasly right now, chat. This is unbelievable. Absolute insanity right now. Williams could win the Brazilian Grand Prix. Let's see if that works out for them. Connor Lewis, Izal, thank you much for the follows. Liam, Insight, Uzamaki, thank you for the follow. Insight as well. If you are new around here, chat, you're enjoying what you're watching, make sure you hit that follow button as we are live 5 times a week doing F1 25. Fabi and Andreas, thank you very much for the follows as well. A big shout out to Sean, who is the top gifter of the stream so far. And Dare Cami, who's top on the streaks. Let's see if they can be beaten. As I'm sure now we have finally hit 200k on the likes. Aaron, Shakir, thank you for the follows. What's the pecking order now that testing is over? I think, and I'm probably wrong, but I think it's Mercedes, then Ferrari, McLaren, Red Bull, Haas, Alpine, Williams, RB, Audi, Cadillac, Aston. That's what I think. I don't think I missed that team. Crate Series is on later today, yes. 212k, let's go. Can we get 250 by the end of the race? Of course, 400k likes is the goal. 450 is the most we've had all week. Let's see if we can get a new record. A new record on likes. Right now, 250 is the goal currently, with 40 laps left of this race to go. Actually, 35-ish laps left. We're about halfway through. Haas domination, could you imagine? I don't think it's going to happen. Right, let's try to get past Yuki Tsunoda. Once again, Yuki Tsunoda just being an absolute nuisance. We're able to overtake him, but we aren't able to stay ahead of him. As on the hard tyres, we should have the better grip now. Our tyres are barely even 13%. So let's try and break away. Aston sandbagging, could you imagine? It'll be the biggest sandbagging we have ever seen in Formula 1. Have I played F126? I have not. I have not. As they're fighting up ahead of me, that's the two leaders. Senna versus Gasly. Senna retakes the lead of the race. Gasly on the soft tyres. As we go purple in the first sector, can we break away from Yuki Tsunoda here? Get into the DRS of the front two and start to fight for the race win. Let's find out, chat. Let's find out. Let's see what we can do here. And it doesn't matter if we fight two half of the race win, because it could go into the hands of Yuki Tsunoda, not Yuki Tsunoda, into Nicholas Solov on that one stop. But he is in a bit of traffic. He does need to peel his way through it all. Let's see if that works. Oh, it's a little bit deep there, but I do have the DRS on the cars in front of me, and I have lost Yuki Tsunoda from my DRS as well. AI difficulty is 110. Did I do a one stop? No, I'm doing a two stop. Spunky, thank you much for the follow. Welcome in. As they're going to go side by side again. Gasly up the inside of Ayrton Senna. Down into the first corner. That will give me a chance for DRS through turn 2 and turn 3. And can I take the lead here? Can we go for it? On the left-hand side of Gasly and Senna. Gasly will squeeze us defensively. On the inside line, it's wheel to wheel between me and the Williams driver. We hold the respect. We leave the room. And I just got a little bit stuck in the revs there. And that allowed Gasly to hold on to it. Where's he going to go? We're going to the inside line. Up the inside here. Through turn 4 and 5. No, it's 6. We get it in the end. And Gasly holds on to it. Not a lot we can do there. I was mincing my words. I was thinking too much about what I'm saying rather than about the driving. I just realised this was live. How have you just realised this was live?
We don't want to lose places because of a penalty.
How long have you been watching? What do you think of EA making F126 a DLC and F125? Honestly, time will tell. It could be a really good decision. It could be a really bad decision. If F127 is an amazing game, then it was the right decision. If F127 sucks, then it wasn't the right decision. Anyway, let's see what we can do on Pierre Gasly. Let's see what Senna's going to do on us, following in the slipstream. Or Pierre Gasly, he'll go defensive. We go to the outside line. On Pierre Gasly around the outside through turn 1 and turn 2 here. I'm going to get the inside of turn 2. And we get the position past Pierre Gasly in the V10 powered Gullis Racing car. Gasly goes on the attack. We get offensive. Gasly on the outside line. It's going to be wheel to wheel again. Between the two of us, still fighting through turn 4. And we get it through turn 5. There we go. Lovely job. We get offensive though. Gasly comes back at us around the outside. Can't find a maneuver. And it is Senna instead who gets past Pierre Gasly and moves into P2. What a fight we're having right now. I think F126 should have all the old F1 game features. Yeah, I think you're asking too much, Pro, for a DLC. I think for a simple DLC, I think that's not what we should be asking for. F127 should be a more complete game, 100%. But F126, as long as we get the fundamentals, with the promise that F127 is going to be so much better, then I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Day 2 of asking Gullis for a steering wheel. Keep on asking, buddy. George Blair, thank you for the follow. Simo for the follow. And Maury, thank you for the follow. Here comes Ayrton Senna. No point me fighting that. Look at how fast the McLaren driver is through there as Simo comes in with a rose as well. Thank you very much, Simo. Right, go, 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 go. Burn the battery. Let's see what we can do here. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. On the back of Senna. Can we get back past the McLaren driver going down in towards turn 4 and turn 5? Senna on the inside. We go a little bit deep, trying to leave room when we didn't need to. And there we go. We move ahead of the McLaren driver and back into the lead of this race on lap 38. As we've got an almighty train behind us at the moment whilst we continue to fight with each other. Solov, unfortunately for him, he's stuck in traffic. I don't think that one-stop strategy is going to work. I think we're still holding ahead. You hope they bring classic cars in 2020? I agree. And I would love to see classic cars as part of career mode in a better way. All right, my big idea for classic cars, right, is that you have F1 World cars for classic cars. So you just have like chassis. You have a bog standard like 1990 chassis, a 2000 chassis, an 80s chassis, 70s, 60s, whatever, right? And therefore, in career mode, when there's a regulation change, you can pick which chassis you want for the season, right? So obviously for the 2027 season, you have the 2027 chassis, but from 2028 onwards in the game, you can run whatever chassis you want. You could have a big regulation change where we're now running 1990s cars. I think that would be sick. And it's a good way to implement it, but we'll see. Malik and Edgar, thank you much for the follows. As I'm holding it against Senna and Gasly and Leclerc and all of those right now. Where's my teammate? Teammate status.
Gap to your teammate behind, 18.9 seconds.
18, so he's in pit stop range, but he's stuck in traffic. He's not making any progress at all. Although he has just got past the McLaren of Gabriel Bortoleto and has got a little bit of space between him and the Honda driver. I'm able to get away in Sector 2, but at the end it's just not quite good. I'm not quite able to just run away. Some AI is crazier on some track than others, though, even though it's still 110. Is F125 too easy? I see all these drivers at 110 starting from last and still winning. Maybe it's because I'm actually just good at the game. Like, have you ever considered that? Have you ever considered that I have the fastest car in the game right now and I play it a lot and I'm actually kind of good at the game? Am I going to stop when you pit? I don't think so. I think I'll go to mediums. The mediums felt a lot better. As here comes Senna on the outside once again. Oh, a little bit of a wheel touch between the two of us. Senna's still on the outside, burning the battery, trying to keep ourselves just ahead. I don't want to burn too much battery, otherwise I will be a sitting duck on the start-finish straight, but we do dive around the outside. We do get the lead back. And this is a good battle at the moment. The medium or the hard tyres running very well. Do I stream on Twitch? Yes. I'm live right now across all platforms under the same name of Hayden Gullis. So if you want to watch me on any other platform, feel free to do so. But I do see all of the chats, so you don't have to go somewhere else for me to talk to you. Wos, thank you much for the follow, and Coslin as well. Thank you for the follows. And once again, able to break away all the way through there. I feel like if you defend hard but fair against AI, they can never get past. I mean, that's the same as online, right? If you defend hard but fair, they won't get past you. If you're good at defending. They're all boxing. Oh my god, okay, they're going... What are they going to? Are they going to hards now for 30 laps? Or do we box chat or do we wait? They're going hard tyres, I think, surely. Or are they going to go mediums? I don't know. I'm going to go hot lap here. We want to go to medium tyres. And I kind of want to do 20 laps to the end. I don't know, chat. I don't know. What's the strategy saying for me to do? I mean, it's saying that I can go to the end here. But I feel like that's not really the strategy I want to do. But also, I need to watch the other drivers. Because Albon could be on a different strategy. And that is, of course, a team that I am fighting with. Nicholas Solov back up to the top 5. I believe he's got out ahead of Ayrton Senna. I think that he has. Let's see what the drivers behind me do as well. Maybe we stay out. Don't box. Senna on softs. For 30 laps on softs, that's crazy. That is crazy. Burler Lift, thank you very much for the rose. I mean, I like on some parts they're not aggressive enough and back out too soon. I see. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. They do back out sometimes depending to the inside. Right, we're going to stay out. Let's see. And then we'll make that decision. Dylan Toma, thank you very much for the follow on the Twitch channel. And Alexander Albon does stay out, exactly. So if I box too early, I could hand victory to Alex. Driver behind.
That's Albon behind you.
Dennis, thank you for the follow as well.
They're on old softs.
Go all the way, to be honest.
They've done 26 laps on those tyres. We think
yeah, but I feel like going all the way is a bit boring.
Time last lap, 1 minute 10.5.
I think we're... Oh, he's not boxing again, is he? He's going to the end. Driver behind.
Systems all looking good. Head down.
Let's ask again. Driver behind.
Albon behind.
I don't think he's boxing again.
Okay, they're on old softs. They've done 26 laps.
Nah, they've got to box again.
Old
softs.
Got one more
yeah,
stop.
of course they're boxing
time,
again.
Last lap,
What sim do you have? I want to get one. My wheel is a Fanatec CSL DD+. I run a Pacey F1. Welcome in, Noel. How are you doing, sir? How are you doing, Noel? Go until your lap time is 1:11. Okay, copy. What if it's 1:11 this lap? It could be. It could be. It's 110. Okay. I had to burn a lot of battery there, though. I didn't have to. I just did. I forgot. I had it on. Caleb, thank you much for the follow. Thank you to Jan for the follow. Thank you, Shadow, as well. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay, I've been looking, and I don't know what to get. I really like Fanatec wheels. That's my preferred. D1 and JD, thank you for the follow. I don't want to go too early. I don't want to go too late, chat. I'm going to go for a tyre offset. Nicholas Solov leads the way, 16 seconds at the moment. They're going to catch me up, but then we go on the charge on a brand new set of medium tyres, chat, and we can do this. That's what I'm going to go to. Medium tyres, 20 laps. Lap 50, I'm going to box to medium tyres. Oh, we got a yellow. That's one of the Williams cars. I think that's Carlos Sainz. Could be a safety car. That would help us. If we get a safety car, we get the lead of the race. Let's see, let's see. Solov is flying. Solov is doing a great job. But can he hold it? He's overtaken his replacement in the team if Oliver Behrman wants to sign the contract. As Pierre No! Gasly was fighting for the win. Oh, that sucks for Williams. That sucks for Williams. Gasly was doing so well. Fighting for the race win. As Alexander Albon peels into the pit lane. So what do we do, chat? Either we box now and we go to hard tyres. We box at about lap 15.
Caution, caution.
So I say let's just box to mediums now, right?
Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
Yellow flag, where is he? Is he dangerously parked? No, he's not. So I think for the first time ever, I'm going to say that was right to carry on.
Green flag.
And not to get a safety car.
So we're leading our teammate by 15.
If the AI could start making mistakes, that would be great in these career modes. I might have a look at mods for next season and just see if there's any mods to kind of make AI actually make sense. Make mistakes. Why center on softs? I don't know. Surely he's got to be doing another pit stop. There is no way he can make them last 30 laps. Or unless he's doing... No, he might actually be doing a one-stopper but doing medium soft. That will be why, chat. He's doing a one-stop but doing medium soft. You lose 1 second to Solov per lap. Yeah, maybe it's time to box him. Let's go medium tyres till the end. Box, box. We'll have a slight tyre offset. Where's the line? There. Right, box, box. Medium tyres on the car. Let's see what we can do, chat. Can we get a Gullis Racing 1-2? Time will tell. Solov leads the way right now, but he is going to be under pressure with all those drivers on better tyres than he is. Medium tyres go on.
Mate, that's it. Go, go, go.
And away we
Perfect
go.
job
Right.
from you and the crew there, mate.
One
With
in the
right
chat
on
if you
that.
believe that we can win this race. 2 in the chat if you don't. 1 in the chat if you believe that we can win this race. We're going to come out ahead of Nicholas Solov. No, we're not. It's not Nicholas Solov. It's Yuki Tsunoda. And we're not going to come out ahead of him. And we're not even going to come out ahead of Max Verstappen either. Because I put it into none mode. But that's fine. I'm going to use this lap to build up the tyres. Stay close and then go. We're on 110 AI, the hardest AI difficulty that you can have on the game. That is what we are running, chat. Right, come on. It's tucked up behind Max Verstappen. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do here, chat. Remember, if you're new around here, do hit that follow button in the remaining last 25 laps of this race. You'll never have to miss a live stream from us, as we are live 5 times a week. And of course, if you have one available as well, make sure you use your Twitch Prime subscription. It's an easy way to take money from Amazon's pocket and put it in the favorite pocket of your content creator. Of course, you don't have to use it on me. If I'm not your favorite, that's fine. But make sure you use it on somebody. Okay, don't let it gather dust. Don't let it go to waste. Feel free to use it here. I'll be very grateful. But of course, if you want to use it on somebody else, that is perfectly fine. Just make sure you use it, chat. Starlight, thank you much for the follow. How many likes are we on TikTok right now, chat? How many hours do we have on this game? Like 800. Like, it's insane. But I have actually really enjoyed this game. And this is my job at the end of the day. So that's fair enough. Eric, Stefan, Kurlan, Louis, thank you much for the follows. Big shout out to Dare Cami for top streak on the stream. And to Sean, who is our current top gifter. Right, these medium tyres now need to start working. 240k likes, let's go. I don't know, 800 hours on this game for me feels like quite a lot. But fair, fair. How did iRacing go the other day? Finished P8 in the league and P7 in the Creator Series. Creator Series wasn't as great. The league one was good fun though. Good battles there. Come on, come on. I'm a slow driver. Can I give you tips? Honestly, it's cliche, but practice makes perfect. The more you do something, the better you'll do. I have 400 hours in BMG. See, that's not high. Here we go.
No tyre
Overtaking
concerns at the moment,
Max
just focus on the
Verstappen
drive.
down in towards turn 1, around the outside. Better tyres now on the mediums. The Red Bulls don't have anything for the Gullis Racing car, and this could be maybe be the nail in the coffin. But it's going to be for the Red Bull team and their hopes of a Constructors' Championship this season. Depends how they can develop the car over the remaining few races. Nicholas Solov still leads, with George Russell and Alexander Albon looking to try and get themselves in the mix as well. As it stands right now, though, I believe that we are extending our lead in the Constructors' Championship with 3 races to go. So 800 hours in-game job is not really that much. Yeah, I still feel like it's quite a lot. Chris, no block. Thank you much for the roses, the 4 roses. Appreciate you, buddy. Let's keep pushing. Thank you much, Lennon, for the follow. And Starlight as well. Chris Noblock's rounding up the roses as well. Irish, thank you for the follow. And it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. My friend has 1,200 hours. That's crazy. But like, they're older games, right? They're not just like yearly releases. This is a yearly release. I'm not saying I played 800 hours on F1 games ever. Like, I played 800 hours since May. I feel like that's quite a lot. I'm .dash.dot on TikTok. Nice. Welcome in, Lennon. Welcome in. Right, we need to get past Yuki Tsunoda here. If I want any chance of winning this race, chat. If I want any chance of winning this race, I need to get past Tsunoda. Tsunoda has been a nuisance for me all day. Because every time I get past him, I just can't shake him. So I need to get past him and hope that he fights with Max Verstappen. I might try and hold him up through turn 1 and 2. So that Max will get the run on him into turn 4. And they fight. I'm going to try and play this strategically, chat. What I want to do is go side by side with Tsunoda through turn 1, 2. But just be behind so I still get the DRS. We'll see. Who's better, me or Tom? Tom, I would say, is a better driver, yeah. How do you make the car sound like that? Mods. Right, here we go. On Yuki Tsunoda, following the slipstream. To the right-hand side. We might actually get the overtake done before we even get to the braking zone. Around the outside of Yuki. No, we're still keeping him side by side. This is what I want. Get ahead of me, Yuki. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's what I want. Now, he's not going to get the DRS. And I am going to get the DRS. And now he'll be under pressure from Max Verstappen. And that will allow me, chat, to drive away and get involved with the fight for the race win that's going on right now. Nicholas Solov leads this race over Senna, Leclerc,
moved up into P1.
and Russell. Max Verstappen does get past Yuki Tsunoda, but we have an opportunity here to break away. 1.5 is the gap. We're quick in Sector 2. That is where we're good, chat. The track is Interlagos, yes. Bing bong. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in. Go, go, go. Come on, chat. Come on, we can do this. I'm new here. Why didn't I get DRS? I was looking at chat. Tsunoda didn't get DRS because he was behind me. Sorry, he was ahead of me at the detection point. You have to be within 1 second of the car in front to get DRS. If you're not, you don't get the DRS. So we were behind him at this white line that runs through turn 2. And therefore, I was able to break away. All right, 3 seconds the gap. Is Solov still in the lead? Nope, Senna's got past him, and I think Solov is going to start to drop through the field here on that one-stop strategy. I don't think it's going to work for him. I don't know if George Russell is going to get the better. Hopefully, Nicholas Solov goes faster than George Russell. W in the chat. What are we doing W's in the chat for, Robbie? I assume because we've hit 250k likes. In which case, let's go. Can we get to 300k? Am I using a Renault engine? No, I'm using a Mercedes one. Using a Merc engine. We are powered by Mercedes AMG. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. We're so close to this battle now. Solov is holding up everybody and allowing Ayrton Senna to get away at his home Grand Prix. We're going to try and put a stop to that on the medium tyres. Senna will be really quick now. Are those tyres going to drop off? When's the new game coming out? I don't know, but the rumours are that it's going to be end of April.
7 seconds.
I believe that's the rumours. The game comes out end of April. Based on the season and how long that will run. But that's the DLC. I hate the woke push in this game. What do you mean? It's just a racing game. What do you mean, Jason? Unplayable story mode. Do you mean like Dirty Air? Is that what you mean? Like the Wake? Is that what you mean? The Wake play? I know we can't see it, but how much did you play? It's F125. Yeah, it's F125. But what do you mean by the woke play? Do you mean the Wake? Do you mean Dirty Air? Do you mean you stroll with Dirty Air? Oh god, I keep running wide there. Look at chat. Wait, do they keep making new games or just updating current into new version? This year we're getting a DLC. Yeah, the story mode. I don't know what you're on about. I don't know what you're on about, Jason. I don't know what's woke in this game. It's an F125 game. I don't know what's woke in it. Or do you mean wake? Like which one? What do you mean? The story mode pushing women. That's crazy. That's crazy that you have a problem with a woman main character in Breaking Point. One, Breaking Point is a terrible, terrible game mode anyway. Regardless of whether there's a man or a woman as the main character. And the fact that you're getting upset over that you can choose to drive as a woman. There's more things to be angry with in the world, bro. Rather than, how dare they make me drive as a woman in this game? How dare they? I'm not playing this game, it's woke. Oh, that is crazy. That is crazy. Where is women racing in F1? Women have raced in F1 before. And there are obviously women in lower ranks in racing. I don't think it's a bad thing, bro. I don't think it's a bad thing. It's not for you, and that's fine. You don't have to do it, but you don't have to cry about it. Right. Enough of this woke nonsense from Jason. Let's get it. We got a race to get on with, chat. We've got a race to get on with. How did I get all these sponsors? The real ones are real affiliations with me, so they're just mods I've got on. But then I've got some other ones that are just part of the game that go on the car too. Right, let's keep on pushing, chat. Let's keep on pushing. Let's see what we can do. Sullivan's still doing a fantastic job of holding on to P2. We're going to try and get in a fight for the race win. George Russell is up next. So let's keep on going, chat. Let's see what we can do in this race. Get past George Russell in the Mercedes. And if we do, that puts us in a great position to win the Constructors' Championship by the end of the season. Of course, we won't wrap it up today. George Russell, oh my God. They are so quick in a straight line. There is not a lot I can do there. But I should have better tyres than George Russell here, because he boxed so much earlier than me. He boxed on the same lap as Nikola Solov, so we will see. We will see. George Russell again, that Mercedes, so quick, but diving up the inside, late on the brakes, using the traction that we have. And now side by side, my own teammate, Nikola Solov. Hayden is faster than you. Clearly, he hasn't got the message, though, as he keeps me side by side through turn 6, but we do get the run, the better grip around the outside. And me and Charles Leclerc, the best rated driver in Formula 1 in our career mode right now, are now on the hunt of Ayrton Senna here in Brazil. We're on to the podium. Sullivan Russell will probably drop away, but this race is not over yet. Sullivan's done a fantastic job. Can he hold on to the top 5? If he can get the top 5 and beat the Mercedes driver, then he's doing exactly what we need him to do. But right now, he's not. Are we partnered with a team? No, we're not. Hayden, do you just play F1? No, we play iRacing as well. Take that home race win away from him. I'll try my best, chat. As we've got Nikola Solov catching me up down towards turn 1, but can't quite get close enough to go for the attack. So let's keep on pushing. Senna caught a back marker. Oh, is that Bottas again? Or is that Sergio Perez? Is that Valtteri Bottas again in this race? As Solov has a look up the inside. Can't quite find his way through. As me and Charles Leclerc will be catching up to this back marker. Let's see what happens here. Where will they get out of the way? Valtteri Bottas. Go, go, go. Around the outside of Charles Leclerc if we can. We cannot. Can we get past Charles Leclerc in this race? Oh, little loss of the rear. Bottas will get out of the way.
Okay, no issues.
Thank God for that. Because if he got in the way of us in this run, in this fight for P2, that would not have been good at all. Let's keep on pushing. Let's get past Charles Leclerc here, and then it is a case of can we fight with Ayrton Senna. Senna on the soft tyres here. Has got early pace as we go around the outside of Charles Leclerc. Nice, easy move. Made a little bit of contact with the rain light, but it's all okay. No damage. Nothing, so that's all okay. Gap increasing, but his tyres will be gone soon. Yes, exactly. Exactly. We've just got to try and stay ahead of Charles Leclerc if we can. It will go very aggressive. We'll go very aggressive around the outside. Oh my God, contact between the two of us. The slight little wheel tap. And that is crazy. Do I have anti-lock on? I have absolutely no assists on. No assists whatsoever. Right, Leclerc, we need to try and catch up to him. We're going to have better tyres, bro. Stop driving slow at the hairpin. I need to be ahead in Sector 2. Charles Leclerc needs to get past me on the straights because he has that straight line speed. So he can drag me along. So I need to go for it down into Turn 4 and then use my speed in Sector 2 to break away. That's how we got to play it, chat. That's how we got to play it. One in the chat if you believe that we can win this race. 4.4 seconds is the gap right now. Leclerc driving dangerously. I mean, we just touched it. I think we got it a little bit too tight. So here comes Nicholas Solov. I can hear him behind me. Unable to get close, though. As this Mercedes engine is just running very well. Not quite as fast as the actual Mercedes car, but still running well. Senna's on softs. He's pitting very, very early for them as we're going to go round the outside of Charles Leclerc. A lot easier this time around. No contact between the two of us. And now we put it into hot lap and we push through Sector 2 because we know we're quick through here, chat. 3.8 seconds is the gap. I can work together with Charles Leclerc to catch up to Senna in the fight for the race win. And then if me and Leclerc can get past Senna, then me and Leclerc can fight for the race win later on. Unless I can break out of the second here, I might be able to do that. Leclerc not keeping up with me. We're on better medium tyres than Charles Leclerc, so we might actually break away from the Ferrari driver, and we do. There we go. 1.1 seconds. Charles Leclerc drops away. No DRS for the Ferrari man. And we will continue to push. Phantom, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hey, Hayden, I'm feeling so much better. Thanks for the support, bro. No problem, Calvin. Glad to hear that you are well. Xander, thank you for the follow. Billy, Frankenstein, thanks for the follows, guys. Go, 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 go. CK, something 3. Thank you, Hads. Thank you all for the follows. You're so good. No, you're so good, Broster. Eddie Darcy, thanks for the follow. Oh, lost of the rear end, but it's okay. It's okay. EB, thank you for the follow. Bobster as well. Focus on your race and stop yapping. This must be your first stream here because I actually drive worse when I stop yapping. I overdrive. I think about it too much. The more that I talk, the more I'm in a rhythm, and it's better for me. Also, you're watching a live stream, okay? In live streams, people talk. They communicate. You chat to me, I chat to you. That's how it works. All right? If you want it where I'm focused up, go watch a video. If you don't want to talk to me. Senna is fast, but remember, Hayden is faster than you. Exactly, 2.9. This is working very, very well for us right now. They gained 0.3 to 0.4 on straights without DRS. I know, it's absolutely insane, but we're good in the corners. And that's exactly what we need.
But be aware, these tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
All we need to be is good in the corners. And we can gain, chat. We can gain. And we are absolutely flying. W Streamer, thank you, Mark Val. And let's keep on pushing. OGK, thank you for the follow. Shout out to Sean and to Dare Cami, who are our top gifters and top streakers for today's stream. Will they be beaten? Will they hold on to the VIP role of the stream? And a shout out to Elysian, who is the top liker on the stream. How many likes are we on so far? How many likes are we on the stream right now, chat? What are we hunting down? We're hunting down 300k. I know that. Senna will pit right. No, Senna's not pitting. 267k. Come on, we can get 300 by the end of the race. 12 laps to go. You got this, chat. I believe in you all. Just like you will believe in me to hunt down for the race win. If I can hunt down the race win, you can get 300k on the likes. We can do this. We can do this together. This is my team career mode. Who you got winning the season? At the moment, from what we've seen in testing, I've got Mercedes and George Russell. Would it be funny if my tyres could blow? Yeah, that would be amusing for everyone but me. My tyres blown up. Cole! Hello, good morning. Welcome in. You excited to race tomorrow? Try and get your championship lead back? Have I got different versions of liveries? Yes. Or not of my own livery? No. I've only got this one. I suppose we have the Season 1 livery. But no. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Alright, nice and easy chat. Come on, we can do this. Just keep chipping away at Ayrton Senna. Nicholas Solov now. 4 seconds up the road. What is the car? It is the HR02. The Hayden Racing. Number 2.
Okay,
Was it HR? Was it HGR?
I
I can't remember now. HGO2 maybe. Someone get this game. Should I get this game on my gaming laptop or when I get the PS5? Up to you, bro. Up to you. 109s we're setting right now. 2.2 to Senna. We are gaining. Not as quickly as we were earlier. Well, our medium tyres will still be better than those softs. So we're going to keep on gaining as this race goes on. As the race goes on, their tyres will get worse.
You're increasing the
Their
gap
tyres
of the
will
car
get
behind
worse.
by
Diddy,
5
thank you very
laps.
much for the follow. I don't know whether we should be worried. Diddy's followed the stream. Come on, come on, come on. Bro, how do you add Apex GP into my team career? You can't add it into my team career, Apex GP, because they are the 11th team in career mode. So you can do it in driver career if you have Apex GP in your game. If you got them early enough. If you didn't, then they won't be in your game. Apex GP isn't in everybody's game. Using controllers for this game will be very difficult. Yeah, I'm not a controller player. I much prefer using a steering wheel. Save battery till 100%, then go full attack mode. That's exactly what I'm doing. And I think my racing setup is better than yours. That's fine, Riley. I couldn't care less, bro. I couldn't care less. Boone, thank you much for the follow. Free massage at the end of the race. I will take that, Ross. I will take that. Let's go. Oh, I've lost force feedback in the wheel. And it's back. Okay, that's good. Didn't lose us much time. Maybe a little bit. It's okay. You can take controllers Apex GP as the 11th team. That is correct. That is correct. But again, only if you have them in your game. If you unlock them early enough. You had to like unlock them by a certain time. Ben, welcome in. 10 laps lock in. I'll try my best. What wheel do I have? I have a Fanatec CSL DD+. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Push, push, push. What is my racing setup? I have a Fanatec CSL DD Plus steering wheel. I have a Playseat F1C. That's about it, right? I don't think there's anything else to it. Come on, come on, come on. We're slowly catching him up, but he's so quick in the straights, chat. Free massage off Diddy. No, 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 no. I thought you meant you were giving me a free massage, Ross. All right? That's what you said. You said you would give me a free massage. What do I think about the practice sessions in Bahrain? Interesting stuff from testing, but really we can't gather too much information until we get to Australia. When we get to Australia, then we really know. Have I tried on keyboards before? Keyboard is easy. Easy. Definitely. Right, can we win this race, chat? Lap 63 out of 71. Can we win this race? 1 in the chat if you believe that we have got the pace to get past Ayrton Senna. 2 in the chat if you don't. 2 in the chat if you think Senna's going to hold on to it. We are catching up, but only little by little. 1 in the chat if you believe that we can do it. Who am I supporting this season in F1? I am supporting F1. I'm a bit of a neutral. Do I want to see British drivers win? Of course. But as long as it's good racing, then I'm happy. That's all I want to see. Just good racing. Marco, thank you for the follow. We've got lots of 1s in the chats. Lots of people believe. How many seasons of this have you done? This is season 8, basically. We did 6 seasons of career mode. And now we're in our 2nd season of my team career. We won the championship. First of all, we drove with Alpine. We did 1 season at Alpine. Then we moved to Mercedes. We did 2 seasons at Mercedes, won the championship. Then we went to Ferrari. Did 3 seasons with Ferrari, won the championship. And now we're in our 2nd season with Gullis Racing. And we've won the championship as a driver in our own team. However, the Constructors' Championship is not wrapped up, but we're doing a good job today as we are gaining points. We have a 19-point lead over Red Bull going into this race and a 32-point lead
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Mercedes going into this race, but still 3 races left to go after this one and a sprint race. And those teams are catching us up in development. We are on the back now of Ayrton Senna with the DRS. Let's see what we can do, chat. Thank you very much to Craig for the roses. Audi is joining Formula 1 in 2026. Yeah, a bit late on that news, Kai. A bit late on that news. All right, let's see what we can do. Here we go. On the back of Senna. Can we go for a lunge up the inside? No. Thought about it. Thought against it. Do not want to break my front wing on lap 65 of this race. Remember, every follow gives me that little bit of extra brake horsepower. So if we're going to take this victory, chat, if we're going to take this victory today, make sure you hit that follow button if you haven't already done so. Thank you much to Cook, to Riley. Thank you for the follow, Eric Garcia as well. Whether you're watching on the TikTok, the Twitch, the YouTube, or the Kick, Andrew Wild, thank you for the follow. As we go on the attack of Ayrton Senna and see what we can do. As major majority win. Thank you for the follow as well. Eric, David, Will, Daniel, Boyd, Thomas, thank you much for the 2 roses. Come on, come on, come on. We can do this. 8 seconds the gap now to Charles Leclerc, Sullivan, and George Russell. I feel like they're fighting quite a lot. Bernas, thank you for the follow. I'm going to be fighting with Ayrton Senna at his home Grand Prix here. It's always Senna this season. Despite not being my championship rival, I always seem to be fighting with Ayrton Senna. Antonio, Mac, Danny, thank you much for the follows. I revved a little bit too much there in 7th gear. Let's keep pushing though, chat. We can do this. We can do this. He's so quick in a straight line, so slippery right now. And the dirty air is costing us through turn 1 and turn 2. Unruly, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome in. All right, we've got to keep on pushing. Here we go. Senna will go defensive. We'll go to the outside line. Around the outside here at turn 4. Can we get the grip? Can we get the traction? He's still got great pace on those soft tyres. But now we go to the outside line through turn 6 and it's going to be close. We're out wide. He's still there. He gets it. Inside line just so much better through there. I don't want to risk it. I didn't want to risk getting on the grass. I got it a little bit out wide. And that being close. Dive bomb next lap on turn 1 would be radical. Might not be wise though. We might mess it up. And he'll just get me back into turn 4 and 5. So we need to be careful, chat. We can't be too aggressive. AI is 110. Hardest difficulty. Senna too fast is crazy. Bro's did a great job. And look, we're just a little bit too far back. That straight line speed from Ayrton Senna down in towards the first corner is so good. But here we go. So much better into turn 1. Big move around the outside of Ayrton Senna through turn 1 and 2. And it looks like we've got the lead. Have we got the lead? Yes, but it's a little bit deep from us. And that will give him an opportunity to come back at us with the DRS. I'm going to utilize the battery as much as I can as here comes Senna to the right-hand side. Down in towards this corner. Late on the brakes around the outside. Still wheel to wheel between myself and the McLaren driver, but I've got barely any battery as we run into turn 6. The fast long right-hander. Again, it's way too deep into the corner. Senna gets in front. And this is one hell of a battle at the end of the race here on lap 67 out of 71 of the Brazilian Grand Prix. We're in a world of our own, so it does not matter between the two of us unless we battle too hard. And they do get involved, but I can't see those drivers catching us up by the end of this race. What do I have planned after this season? We will see. We will see. I'll have to have a look on overtake.gg what the options are. But we will stay with the team, especially if we don't win the Constructors' Championship. There's a little mistake there in the final corner, allows them to get away. There's Ayrton Senna, 7/10 the gap now. Oh, once again, a little bit deep. Oh, God, rear tyres. Are we over 25%? We might be. And that's when we start to feel it, chat. DRS is enabled. 25% yes. So we also have to be careful on our tyres. Our tyres will still be better than those softs, but the rears are going to step out on us. The car very rear limited right now. 68 laps done out of 71. Senna still leads the race at his home Grand Prix. The roars from the Brazilians are animalistic because they just want to see their beloved driver win again in front of the home crowd. We're going to try and put an end to that. We'll definitely have to get a police escort to get out of here if we do win the race and take it away from Ayrton Senna. But let's see what we can do. We're a lot closer this time around. We've got more battery. So let's go. Let's burn the battery. Let's go. Push, 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 push. Senna pitted before me. So we have better tyre wear than him. As it looks like it's going to be a very simple manoeuvre on Ayrton Senna down into the first corner. But as we've seen, chat, that does not mean it will be job done. He will come back at us through here. Because he's got so much pace on the straights. That McLaren Mercedes engine working so well. We're burning the battery though down in towards turn 4 and turn 5. And he's just so good on the brakes around the outside. But there we go. We might just have it. We know we're strong through sector 2. We're into the lead right now. As Nicholas Solov returns to the podium with only a handful of laps left to go. Come on. Come on. Can we do this? Senna's still behind us at the moment. Nicholas Solov onto the podium. It could be a Gullis Racing double podium for the second time in its history. But only if Solov can hold on to it. We should hold on to at least a podium here. But can we get the race win? Senna's close behind me. I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to bother burning battery. Because it's going to be like taking candy from a baby. As we go on to lap 70 of the Brazilian Grand Prix. And let's see what we can do. Thank you much, Eris. I will take a look at that after the stream. With 2 laps to go. Me versus Senna. 1 in the chat if you think we're going to win this. 2 in the chat if you think it will be Senna. And 3 in the chat if you think we're going to crash. It will be someone else. Thank you much to Orion for the follows. To Mini. To Azil. To Christianity. Thank you all for the follows. Welcome. If you are new around here, chat, do hit that follow button. Therefore, you never miss a live stream from us. We are live 5 times a week doing F1 25. I'll be doing open lobbies tomorrow with you lot, the viewers. So if you want to get involved in that, make sure you join us 10 a.m. tomorrow. 10 a.m. on a Sunday. And thank you much to everyone for the love and the gifts on today's stream. With over 1,400 roses. Shout out to Dare Cami for the top streak. And to Sean for the top gifter. A total of 1 Galaxy today. Elysian for the top likes on the stream. Hunting down 300k. And let's bring it home. Let's bring it home. Rad, thank you much for the rose. Going on to the final lap of this race. Do we have the pace with the battery to get past Senna before the line? Maybe, maybe. We go down into the first corner. Senna is there. Run down to the line. We're pretty good there, but Senna will come back at me. Senna will come back. I don't want to burn too much battery here because I'm going to want it. I think I can hold it defensively on the inside, maybe. Senna good on the brakes, though, wheel to wheel. At the moment with the McLaren driver, he's got great traction still. Those soft tyres have lasted a lot longer than I expected. Senna with the inside line, me round the outside. Side by side still as we rise up the hill. Great respect between the two of us into the hairpin as we keep it side by side. Senna on the outside now, but he'll get the inside line going into this next section of the hairpin. Oh, I get it on the grass as I'm still just trying to keep it around the outside, but I cannot do it. Senna keeps the lead. He keeps his foot firmly in front right now. As we go into the final proper corner, it'll be foot to the floor out of it. Who has the most battery? Who has the better straight line speed? On the run to the start-finish line, it might just be me here. As we switch to the outside line, it's side by side and a photo finish. And Senna just about gets it. Oh, God, what a race. What a race. Great battle. Great battle on the last lap. Senna, look, the home crowd cheering him on. He wanted it more. He had them cheering him on at the end of the day. That just gave him that extra thousandth of a second. And yeah, he moved across me as we were going to the left-hand side, but he was still ahead. He was just taking the racing line.
What a place to do it.
Bro, if you pressed your DRS like a second faster, you would have had it. I think we were compromised a little bit by having to switch over to the right as he could take a more natural racing line. It lost us a little bit of momentum, but we will watch that again, chat. That was unreal. Thank you very much, everyone, for the follows. What a battle. What a battle at the end of the race here. Tish, thank you for the follow.
The entire team for that fantastic performance.
Oh, my days. That was insane. Amazing race. He honestly was just so good defending. And that's the problem with the AI. Their straight line speed is just so good that, like, you can get in a position where you can get ahead of them, but they're so fast on the straights and so good in the traction zones that you really have to be on edge to fight them. GG on that finish. It was a great result, even though we didn't win. But our second double podium in Formula 1. Nicholas Solov's second podium in Formula 1.
It's been an absolutely
Hopefully a lot more next
wild
season.
weekend of
Nicholas
Formula
Solov takes home
1
15
action,
points
and I
to
can't
my
wait to see
19.
what's next.
So we do outscore the Mercedes. We do outscore the Red Bulls this weekend. And the gap right now in the championship is 38 points to Red Bull. 51 points to Mercedes. But we do have 3 races and a sprint to go. And those teams are catching us up in development. It's still very, very close between all of us. So time will tell which team will come out on top. But that was a really good race. Let's look at the race replay before we do that. Shout outs to those who followed at the end. When my teammate finished P3. My teammate actually got a podium. Look. He actually got a podium for once. Shout out to Yanto, to Gold, to this person. What's their name? Lulb. Thank you for the follow. Camilo, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Yo, what's my TikTok? This is my TikTok. What do you mean? What do you mean, what's my TikTok? You're on it, bro. You are on it. Thank you very much, everyone, for the likes on the stream as well. I think we hit 300k, right? Harry, thank you for the follows. And if we didn't, then still amazing amount of likes on the stream. Let's look at the race replay, though. Let's look at that final lap. Because it was one hell of a battle, chat. Like, the fact that we went side by side for the majority of the lap was insane. What's my TikTok? Just became world champion on my team. Let's go. Let's go. 310k likes. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Didn't quite beat the toll for Thursday. You guys killed it on Thursday. Right, should we watch it then, chat? The final lap of this race. This was a test, right? To see whether we could get him at the line. I kind of gave it a bit of a test here. Just to see how hard we had to fight for. And also if we needed battery. Right? Because if I get in front and he has DRS, I think he would have had a better chance of overtaking me compared to me overtaking him, because their straight line speed and traction is just unreal if we weren't able to get away. But let's have a little look in this camera. I think this you might not like it, but we're going to watch it in chase. Because we can watch the proper battle from far chase. So we get it into turn 1. Perfectly fine. This is really good. Never noticed the Luna on the monocoque. It looks quite nice, doesn't it? But then, of course, Senna, he has the straight line speed. He has the DRS. Vale, thank you much for the follow. So he comes back at me down into this corner. We're able just to keep our nose in. He gets the traction around the outside here. I'm using the battery to try and get the side-by-side moment. To try and keep him there, not let him get away too much. We go round the outside. This was really nice between the two of us. But of course, I can't get on the power because I'll drag out wide. I can't cut across because he's still there. I was just able to keep my nose in, so he wasn't able to do the same to myself. As we go around the outside into this hairpin, just dipped a wheel on the grass there, and that cost us keeping it wheel to wheel. And that maybe cost us the chance of the race win. We kept it nice and close through here. Maybe a little bit too early on the brakes into this corner, because the car was really too settled. Good traction. I think everything from here onwards was fine, apart from one little mistake. And I think I should have committed sooner to the outside line. But I think we all would have gone here. I think all of us at this position, his car is far right. We can't go far right. So we go to the left. And then because, as you can see here, we are not alongside. We're not alongside him right now. Also, it's Lugner. It kind of gets cut off on the monocoque, sadly. But, which is a shame because it looks cool. But I'd love it if it was like split, if you could split it, but I guess you can't. Anyway, we're not alongside, so he can cut in front of us, and in doing so, I have to dart back over to the right. I've not got slipstream. I should have just stayed in the slipstream just to try and get a little bit more overspeed. And that, at the end of the day, is what separated us. If we look on board with Senna, not a lot. Not a lot separating the two of us. But enough for the race win. Enough for the race win, and that will do. Very, very good racing. I think I saved race replay, but just in case, I'm going to do it again. And that's going to do for today's race. Not Rose, it is instead Hart who comes in with a rose. Thank you very, very much. We will be live once again tomorrow for, not career mode, for open lobbies, chat. We'll be live for open lobbies tomorrow. taking on a mystery Grand Prix, but we're also going to have 5 lap races, 4 5-lappers. So if you want to get involved, race against me, then make sure you join us tomorrow. It'll be 10 a.m. tomorrow, my time, 9 a.m. UK time. We will then have a 35% race, and then we will have a 100% Mystery Grand Prix, which will start around midday for me, 11 a.m. for you guys in the UK. 9, thank you for the follow, and Yawad, thank you for the follow as well. But that is what we've got going on tomorrow, so if you want, of course, make sure you don't want to miss that. Make sure you hit that follow button right now on the stream chat if you want to make sure that you do not miss any of that from us. Right, that is going to do for us now. I've accidentally closed all of my things, so that's annoying, but they should still all be live. If we're not live, then oops. But I'm pretty sure we are all still live. Let's bring this back over here and bring these all back up so that I can close all the live streams and get this all wrapped up, chat. First of all, YouTube and YouTube Vertical, thank you for watching. I will see you on the next stream. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed that. That was really good fun. Great racing. YouTube Vertical seems to be going in the right direction. What a surprise. We're posting videos again. And YouTube Vertical seems to be going right. Any chance to shout out the season-long prediction before we stop? Yes, I can do that. 1 second. Let me bring up the Discord. Chat. For those of you who also like Formula 1, and you're not already in the Discord, get yourselves in the Discord over here. I'm in the Pokemon channel right now. So that's what we're in. But my Discord, !Discord if you're watching on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, it's the link in the description. If you're watching on Twitch, it is the link in my bio. So make sure you get yourself over in the Discord. You want to come to predictions over here. And we have a season prediction running. So, no. Where's the season prediction? Lower. I just need to scroll down. Where is the season prediction? Have I missed it? Is it in announcements? Yeah, here we go. My bad. It's in announcements, chat. It's right here. The race predictions are in predictions. Almost hit the 100 like goal. You got this. Hit that like. Do it right now. Whilst we natter away. But we have got a huge prediction. You can click this link. It will take you to a Google form. And you can just share all of your predictions in here, as well as your name on Discord. Go through all of that, blah, blah, blah. And get yourself in for the predictions. So if you haven't already done so, just come over to Discord. We've also got so many channels. So if you want to meet like-minded F1 fans, sim racers, other games as well, football fans, and just want to talk with other people, then this is where you want to come. And this is where you want to be. But that is going to do for us today, chat. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Absolute legends, every single one of you. We're going to end first on the YouTube stream. We're going to see if there's anybody else who is live at the moment first. And if they are, then we'll go and redirect over to them. If not, then we will just straight up end the stream. So let me just quickly see. Anybody else live? Tom Beena's live. So let's go raid Tom Beena. Right. Thank you for watching YouTube Vertical. I will see you again on tomorrow for a Saturday stream. Or for a Sunday stream, sorry. For some open lobbies. Until then, have a good rest of your day, everybody. Goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye. Love you all, YouTube. Have a good rest of your day. See you all on the next stream. Goodbye, YouTube. Bye. Bye.